bunch of stories and not a lot of time, so let me try to get to the important ones. A voice memo from Blake Lively sent to Jason Baldoni ahead of filming has come out as newly unsealed court exhibit tied to the ongoing legal dispute comes out. In the message, which is from February 2023, she shared that while she was physically and emotionally overwhelmed while juggling back-to-back projects, family responsibilities, and dealing with a new baby, she revealed that. And in the message, she explained that she felt bound to honor another filming commitment first, adding, "The only reason that I'm doing the movie before is because I gave them my word." She also raised concerns about returning to work without adequate child care and ssuggested adjusting the production timeline, saying that she admits that there were selfish reasons behind the request. To be honest, I don't even know why this is important.
Yeah, because I read the story and I listened to the audio. It's really nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Why did I even bring it up?
5 foot nothing.
100 and nothing. All right, so this is legit. All right, so the Blind Side star, Quentin Aaron, has been in the hospital for a week under mysterious circumstances. We talked about this a couple times. His family initially said a blood infection put him in the ICU. Earlier this week, we learned the doctors found a spinal cyst while conducting tests. And now his family is providing another update on the actor, saying he suffered a spinal stroke. And spinal strokes happen when something stops blood flow in the spinal cord, like a clot or hemorrhages. Quentin's family is saying that he is alert, aware, and recovering. And they added the Aaron family has a lot to deal with for the betterment of their loved one, but we'll be sure to keep everyone posted regarding Quentin's health as we see fit. So that's just another,
I mean, the guy's getting bombarded, and this comes after the most progressive health step he took.
Yeah.
200-pound weight loss.
Yeah, I hope he's going to be all right. So Lamar Odom has entered rehab to deal with marijuana addiction after a recent incident that took a step back to reflect and address triggers that he has been dealing with. That's according to his manager, Gina Rodriguez. And she added that Odom made the personal decision to enter treatment to reset and focus on his health. He was arrested on January 17th, charged with driving under the influence, along with 2 other traffic violations. Police sources told TMZ Odom's car reeked of weed when he was pulled over, and that he admitted to smoking earlier in the day.
The amount of people that smoke pot while driving is insane. You can smell it. I smell it on the car all the time. Not like when I'm driving in my car, and it's not for me.
I was walking in our parking lot yesterday, and I smelled it coming from some car.
Yeah. At the gym, I smell people walking in. They're walking down the hall. I'm like, were you just freaking actively smoking a joint
in the gym?
In the gym, Yeah.
By the way, there's a term that was used in this story that I haven't thought about in a long time. When I was a kid, we used to say reeked all the time. Or and it was while we were smoking pot. And it was like, dude, you reek.
Yeah.
Or you would ask the question, hey, do I reek?
Do I reek?
Yeah. That was all we always said, do I reek, man? And you'd spray yourself or whatever. So anyhow, Odom has checked into I Rely Recovery in Los Angeles, a 30-day program that, according to its website, takes a holistic approach to treatment, addressing physical, emotional, and spiritual health through personalized care plans that can include medically assisted detox, residential therapy, and ongoing aftercare support.
Is it considered gauche to check into your own rehab facility that you run?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just in bad taste.
I don't know if I guess that's not his.
Right, that's not his. Clear. He's got one here, near here.
Does he?
I thought he had one. Yes,
maybe.
He's in a couple of facilities. He was the cocaine and booze. Right, those were his addictions.
I don't remember what.
And then horny goat weed was what.
Yeah,
he had this cocktail of stuff that gave him that cluster of strokes at the brothel.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But, he's had some issues. The Odom Wellness Treatment Centers in California, San Diego, and Lemon Grove, Steve. So I don't think there's any in the vicinity here. All right, free climber Alex Hennel successfully scaled the Taipei 101 Tower in Taiwan on Saturday, and the event was broadcast live on Netflix, of course. The 1,667-foot climb was very definition of death-defying, but what if something went wrong and death could not be defied? Netflix had a plan, and of course they would, right?
Zoom in.
Elle Duncan hosted Skyscraper Live, and she explains that someone on the crew handed her a note card of what to say if Hanold fell. She said, I had a card on my lap that basically was like, we've experienced a fall, and we're going to get off the air now, and we will update you as soon as we can on Alex's condition.
On the card, Preston, it said,
Dude.
Holy S.
Duncan revealed they were going to cut away. She said we were on a delay. They were going to cut away to something very wide, so obviously we wouldn't watch him fall. Then I was going to pop on camera, and I was going to make that statement, and then we were going to get off the air. And, of course, fortunately, Plan B was never
She's going to recommend you watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah. Make sure that you tune in now to K-pop Demon Hunter. But anytime there are, events like that taking place, they have to prepare for the worst.
We remember one of the classic ones was the script that Nixon was issued for the Apollo moon landing.
Correct.
And, it was...
They had it all written out.
All written, what had happened, a catastrophic event.
Yep.
Yeah. So listen, I definitely wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to watch it live. So I ended up watching it, a day or two later. But just for that very reason, I don't want to watch and have them cut away and me know, what just happened.
Right.
I was watching this documentary about this ice climber. And as I'm watching the documentary, I go, I don't know if this guy dies during the course of this thing. So I had to quick rock a Wikipedia on it. I'm like, did he die during this? And it turns out he didn't. He ended up dying doing something else.
Oh, you cool. That's fine.
Yeah, but
that's okay.
No, it's not okay. But I was like, I
fell
don't
into
want
a wood chipper. But the I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying. Yeah,
it was tragic.
But
for sure.
but
he didn't fall.
I mean, come on,
crying out loud.
Let's be real about it.
Yeah.
All right, Amazon Prime Video's hit scripted reality show Jury Duty presents Company Retreat. So that's what this is new one is called. Jury Duty was awesome. I watched it twice. Such a fun show. But it's called Jury Duty Presents Company Retreat. And they just announced the premiere date on March 20th. The critically acclaimed show first streamed back in 2023 and instantly captured the public's heart with their non-actor lead, Ronald Gladden. He was awesome, who attended jury duty without knowing that everyone except him was an actor. And the first season had James Marsden implanted in the jury pool, but season 2 is going to be different. The sophomore season of the reality show will take place at a corporate retreat with new hire Anthony, but the entire experience is staged with every colleague around him playing a role, and each moment, whether in conference rooms or during downtime, has been planned out to a T.
On a side note, you said you watched it again, the series again. I was reading an article, Preston, about like you watching a series over and over and over again, and explained, basically likened it to a warm blanket.
Yes.
Like it is. It is the comfort of what's going to happen.
Yep.
You're excited. There's going to be no shock, no disorienting thing, and you can just let yourself. And they kept using the warm blanket analogy.
Yeah. And that's so I'm rewatching Shrinking right now to get ready for season 3, which just started. It's like watching a movie over and over.
It's funny because
watching a series is the same way.
I've done that countless times.
Yeah.
But I won't watch a series really.
Have you ever done it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Okay. So you already know.
I've seen. I've seen the original Star Trek. I mean,
or
for
how many?
Christ's sake,
The Love Boat.
The Love Boat.
True. You're watching that like every Sunday.
But you parse out. You go. Well, I wouldn't watch that. It's just what you would watch and wouldn't watch. I've seen 2001: A Space Odyssey over 100 times.
Yeah.
Clearly, there's no difference.
And it's like right now, I am rereading for the third time, this will be my second time through the whole series, but the entire Stephen King Dark Tower, which is 7 massive books. And as I started it, I'm like, dude, what are you getting yourself into? But I'm now halfway through the third book, and I'm very glad that I'm doing it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So anyhow, check out. If you want to check out the original Jury Duty, it's available, and it is so much fun. But March 20th is when the second season of that will come out. All right, speaking of rewatching things, Stranger Things, which I've seen 5 times. 11 is coming back in a new Stranger Things release, which is now having its release date revealed. And the project story will mark a first for the Netflix franchise. Almost a month since Stranger Things finale was released, the sci-fi series continues to be among Netflix's top 10 TV shows worldwide. It's number 7 on the chart currently. And that shows the strength of the series. And while the main show has ended, multiple Stranger Things spin-offs are in development. After Stranger Things Season 5 left 11's fate uncertain, fans have been asking for more stories with the character. While that is not exactly what is in play for a new Stranger Things release, 11 is confirmed to return for it. So, has it been previously released that the Stranger Things spinoff would be an animated series called Stranger Things Tales from 85, which is set to take place between seasons 2 and 3. As such, 11 is very much alive during that time, with the character being recast for the upcoming show, given that Millie Bobby Brown is aged out of the role, even voice-wise. So while Tales from 85 premieres sometime this year, we don't have a firm release date for the series. It's now been confirmed, though, that Stranger Things Tales from 85 chapter book number 1 will be available on September 1st, 2026. A new book will see 11 return alongside her friends to explore a new mystery in Hawkins. And they have a new character named Nikki that will be in this.
That's their booger.
That's their booger. All right. Let me see. What else?
We've got Bush.
Your nose is bleeding. We must have Bush.
Oh, my God. That's
Whenever there's Bush is near, the nose bleeds.
We've got Bush.
Yep.
We've got Bush.
Steve, I wanted to make sure I fit this one in for you. The Hallmark Channel is making a run for the roses.
I saw this.
Andrew Walker and Odette Annabelle are set to star in Kentucky Roses.
Annabelle.
An all-new original movie that centers on the annual World Series of Horse Racing.
These are they're so wonderfully bad. Like the football ones that they went crazy with after the Travis Kelce T-Swift thing. And I mean, hey, isn't that the linebacker?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if famous jockeys are going to show up in this.
Oh, my gosh. So Kentucky Roses takes place. So, by the way, Andrew Walker had posted a video clip on Instagram yesterday from Churchill Downs announcing the upcoming film. Kentucky Roses takes place in 2 different times, present day and 1932.
I never imagined sex with a horse could be so fulfilling.
Oh, my God.
Sugar Cube. I'm in love.
So, in present day,
You don't ride the horse like that, do you? Oh, yeah.
Sadie Moore, Annabelle, works in the Churchill Downs greenhouse, dreaming of becoming a florist and one day contributing to the Derby's Garland of Roses.
What are you doing back there?
Just like her great-grandmother, Gloria, who's played by Ally Ledford. As Derby Day approaches, Sadie meets Ash Taylor, played by Walker, the son of Churchill Downs CEO. And sparks fly, and their budding romance is complicated by a long-buried connection between their families.
I have a very demanding job, and my only release is having sex with horses. Really? Have you tried a woman? No. But I'm open.
The upcoming movie, which also stars Peyton Meyer
Your hair feels like a horse's mane.
and Bryn Thayer, debuts on the Hallmark Channel on May 2nd, by the way. All right. I
wonder if they end up together.
The horse and of course they do.
The guy and the girl.
But what he finds out, and you forgot this part, Preston, of the story, he has a whole collection of Kentucky Derby shot glasses
yes.
that he makes his fortune over.
All right, so movies are opening this weekend, my friend. We are here to tell you all about what you can expect. All right, Send Help is opening this week. It's a horror mystery. It stars Rachel McAdams, Dylan O'Brien, and Dennis Haysbert. 2 colleagues become stranded on a deserted island, the only survivors of a plane crash. On the island, they must overcome past grievances and work together to survive. But ultimately, it's an unsettling, darkly humorous battle of wills and wits to make it out alive. Hour and 53 minutes long. It's rated R. It's a wide theater release. Gets a great 92% at Rotten Tomatoes.
Think Misery on an Island.
Okay. And I'm happy for Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Love her to death.
She's the lunatic.
Yeah. All right. We also have opening this weekend, Shelter, an action thriller starring Jason Statham, Bill Nye, and Bodhi Ray Bretnock. On a remote coastal island, A reclusive man rescues a young girl from a deadly storm, drawing them both into danger. Forced out of isolation, he must confront his turbulent past while protecting her, sending them on a tense journey of survival and redemption. Running time's an hour and 47 minutes long. It's rated R. It's a wide theater release and gets a good solid 71% score.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rotten Tomatoes. That will work.
I didn't realize this, but there's a methodology to releasing Jason Statham action movies in January.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the early part of the year. Huh. And he's one of the few that can cut through and actually get box office numbers.
All right, and we have some clips to play. Vanished involves a romantic getaway in Paris gone wrong when a woman's partner goes missing. And here, Kaylee Cuoco discusses the hardship of leaving her child home to film this project.
I have to say, I was really scared. Like, I had a 2-year-old, and I was like, should I be, like, leaving for 2 months? Like, I just didn't know if that was the right decision. My fiance was just like, you gotta go. I think this is gonna be amazing for you. So he really encouraged me to go, and he took care of everything.
New episode of Vanished is streaming Sunday, and you'll find that on MGM+.
I love her.
Here's our next clip. 68th Grammy Awards celebrate the best of the best, according to the music industry. And here, Recording Academy CEO Harvey Mason Jr. details the Grammys returning 1 year after the devastating fires in Los Angeles.
I won't say back to normal because I don't think any of these shows are normal. The size and scale and scope of the artists and the staging and all the things that happen to put this show together is always unique and exciting. So this show will be different. It will be focused on the music and celebrating music.
And the 68th Grammy Awards airs Sunday at 8 p.m. on CBS. We are going to break, and when we come back, we're going to give you the whammies. And the WMMAMMYS, the Everything That Rocks Awards. We will have our winners. I don't know what they are.
No,
we're going to find out with you.
This is the first.
First ever we've done it. So we have 4 categories, and we'll reveal our winners.
I think the people from Price Waterhouse just walked in the building, so we're good to go.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back in a moment. We'll get those results. Amongst other things today, we have a lot going on, and I'll run down the list when we get back, so make sure you stay with us. Richard Arthur Potratz, that's it, Potratz, says that he's not sure why he started mixing hard liquor and narcotics cocktail of fentanyl and hydromorphone while driving a charter bus carrying 52 Saskatoon grade school students back in March.
Well, I just probably assume it seemed like the thing to do.
Yeah, the veteran driver, 71 years old, by the way, said in court that he'd been battling chronic back pain for 2 decades and the pills weren't cutting it anymore.
I've got some precious cargo here. It'd really help if I was tripping balls.
His pain was, he said, 12 on a scale of 10 that day. He was behind the wheel of a Prince Albert Northern Bus Lines charter with grades 6, 7, and 8 students on board. Saskatoon police responded to calls about an erotic driver.
Hi, everyone. Is everyone enjoying their trip? I know I am. I feel so steamy up here.
Erratic driver.
Look, he's got a boner.
Look at me. I'm going to touch the top of the bus. Peanut butter.
Erratic driver. They arrived to find the bus on the side of the highway, and Potratz passed out on the back seat of a car driven by a parent who was following. And he said, I've come to the full realization of how much fear I caused. I take full responsibility for what happened that day. He pleaded guilty to driving with a blood alcohol level over the legal limit. The prosecutor, Jane Lang, presented a report that detailed his various medical maladies and a victim impact statement from a teacher on the bus who asked to remain anonymous.
Normally I throw the book at you, but you are so goddamn erotic.
The teacher said that they thought of the Humboldt Broncos fatal crash. I don't know what that means.
No, yeah.
As they frantically buckled students into their seats while the bus wove across lanes and into the shoulder of the busy highway. Lang proposed a conditional sentence of 2 years to be served in the community, followed by a 2-year prohibition, and he did not contest the proposal.
By the way, did he in fact have back pain, or was that just a, did they confirm or deny that?
I don't know. I think he did, but you can't take fentanyl and booze and drive kids.
Yeah, maybe call out sick that day.
Yeah, maybe so.
It seems risky.
All right, one more story. I can't take this anymore. My nose is running like a faucet right now. I'm sorry. Let's end with this one. If driverless cars are the future, we might see way more of this. A Waymo took a left turn right into the middle of a police standoff, and it was all caught on video. Viral video spreading on social media shows one of the driverless ride service vehicles taking the left turn in downtown Los Angeles, cruising right into the middle of some crossfire. Problem is, the Waymo goes right past a man who's on the ground face down next to a truck as LAPD cars and officers lined up behind him and shout commands. Adding dramatic effect, an LAPD helicopter is heard circling overhead. And folks taking the video were laughing while the Waymo was driving into the eye of the storm.
Hi, I'm Johnny Cab.
A rep for Waymo said the vehicle cleared the scene in a matter of seconds, and the passengers inside made it safely to their destination.
So the Waymo can't determine or realize that they're driving through an active shooting situation.
Yep. Waymo's rollout in Los Angeles hasn't been without some speed bumps. A car got pulled over in Beverly Hills for an illegal turn, and Waymo suspended service this summer when cars were being torched at some points. How can you tell if you're good in bed or you need some schooling in the sack?
Ask the pimp.
There are some warning signs to watch out for, according to sex coaches, therapists, and counselors.
And
Yeah.
your neighbor was watching through the binoculars.
Oh, and that guy, too. It's Steve next door.
Raise your pelvis.
Yeah. All right, so here are some things that might be some warning signs. You struggle to stay in the moment. It says a lot of us struggle with this, but psychologist and intimacy coach Dr. Lori Beth Bisbee points out that great sex requires all parties to be present, connected, and focused on each other and what they are doing. They don't have any examples of what not being in the moment in the middle of sex are.
No, this is something you can do if it's protocol, if it's frowned upon. Can you ask the cuck how?
You can talk to the cuck. Well, I don't know if you can or if she can. Does this look
right?
It depends on who's cucking, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Are there official rules to cucking?
I don't know.
There's Canadian rules.
Not official rules, but I think it's home field rules.
If it's Bill Weston, you can ask him questions because he'll give you answers.
I use your index finger. Ring finger never gets
talking and listen to me.
I need you to stop talking and use your index finger.
I get off. Here's another thing. You
don't leave out your elbow.
You don't check in before, during, or after sex. According to, oh my God, sexpert Annabelle Knight.
Oh my God.
Annabelle. Yeah. Never asking your partner what they like is a missed opportunity. Annabelle says silent sex isn't bad.
Oh, I'd like you to leave.
But zero communication often means zero collaboration.
Let's collab.
So you should talk about your likes and dislikes and your preferences.
With the mailman.
Well, if that's part of it, yeah. All right, here's another sign. Your partner has given up on giving you feedback. If they've tried before and felt that you didn't listen, sex and relationship coach Gemma Nice says that may be quiet quitting.
What's
trying
that name?
to talk about it. What?
What's her name again?
Gemma Nice.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah, Gemma or Gemma, Gemma. Yeah.
It's a pretty name.
So here's another one. You rarely last long enough for your partner to finish. Women take longer, typically between 20 and 30 minutes, while men usually last between 5 and 7 minutes. Communication is key if this is a problem in your love life, so you can figure out how to make it work. Mm-hmm. You treat sex like a performance. Says trying too hard to be good in bed can backfire, so try to treat it like an experience and not a one-person show.
That's why I use Benadryl.
You don't have to show off.
Right.
Have you ever, in your years of sexual prowess, attempted something that was?
Oh, well outside my range.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this wingsuit away.
I remember,
I don't know if prowess would ever apply to me.
I remember a couple times like saying things that were out of like porn and not realizing that porn is porn
and it's not real.
Sex is different than porn.
Formaldehyde.
I mean, no, you know what I mean.
I know what you're talking about.
And just having it, and in the middle of it, I'd be like, well, that's not how that was supposed to go.
Stop laughing.
No, I don't want to do anything.
Now I'm embarrassed.
I'm going back.
I'm totally mad.
Yeah.
Absolute embarrassment. Yeah, don't believe porn.
Porn is not a good instructor.
Porn is a liar.
Yeah.
we're going to go in to the gift section of the store this morning, and we're going to tell you a little bit about the Golden Globes bag that they have, the gift bags they have to give away. The ultimate gift bag is what they call it.
These things, you just, many times they're mouth-wateringly good, like insane gifts.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't imagine, because I love a gift bag. And the gift bags we get is, you might get like a sweatshirt or
a koozie
or a koozie or a pen. I'm like, oh,
not quite.
So the price, the worth is down a little bit from last year, but it still comes in at close to $1 million.
Isn't that
the
insane?
bag?
Yeah,
$1 million. And so it's a first come first serve basis, which I don't really.
I didn't realize
understand how you get in line to get these bags. So there are some things that are only limited, and if you don't get it before it's gone, then you don't get it.
So this is going specifically to the presenters, yes?
Presenters and nominees.
Okay.
So yeah, that's apparently it says the actual story that I have here said that it's first come first serve basis. And it is for, I believe, winners and presenters.
So, and part of the deal where the dollar value is so high is because you have these major sponsors.
Yes.
They know they're going to get traction by being part of this bag.
All right, it may not be nominees. It just says winners and presenters.
Okay, all right.
All right, so listen to this. So they
make us envious.
Well, they have, it's big time. They have them broken down into a couple of categories. They have travel and experience, beauty and wellness, and then wine, spirits, and cigars.
So the travel sometimes blows me away.
Oh, yeah. Well, get ready.
All right.
I won't even go through all of them. There's too many of them. So
Do they have koozies?
Here's one of the trips. Casa Belmar by Destinations in Paradise. So, yeah, you have to mention these sponsors, and that's what they get. So, it's a 3-night stay in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, at a beachfront villa. It's available to 5 recipients. It's a $25,000 value. But that's just the beginning. It gets more intense. So, Celestia Finici is a 5-day luxury yacht charter through the Coral Triangle in Indonesia.
I mean, come on!
That is a $60,000 gift, and it's available to all participants.
I get excited for my Dunkin' gift card.
Then you have the Conrad Koh Sumai, which is 3 nights in the Gulf of Thailand at the Royal Villa. It's a $15,370 value, available to 3 recipients. You have the Conrad Maldives Rengali Island. It's a 2-night stay at the Muraka, which is spelled Muraka, the world's first undersea residence, followed by a 2-night stay at the Rengali Ocean Pavilion. That's a $70,000 prize, and that's available to 5 recipients. I would like to see what the undersea residence looks like at the Conrad Maldives Rengali Island.
So I've did a whole bunch of YouTube videos on there's a handful of these places. There's one that looks amazing, Preston, where you're the hotel room, the suite, there are a couple of them are literally underwater, big, huge windows, like the toilet, you're literally looking out at
says, so we made this announcement last week that we were going to be doing something new here. This is an idea that I've sat on for a little while, and I finally convinced Chuck. I'm like, can we take this out for a spin? He's like, yeah, I like this idea. So the Grammys are on Sunday, and year after year, I noticed we would always take a look at the nominations for the rock categories, and just felt that they were missing the mark. Some really obvious things were always left out of the Grammys, and here we are at the nation's oldest rock station that still plays current rock music. I'd call that an authority in the world of rock and roll.
Absolutely. Well, if not, who would be?
Yeah.
Where would you get this? And so, we provide a certain gravitas to this concept.
And you've been along the ride this whole time. So we wanted to put it to you to be the voting body, the governing body that determines who wins the awards. And I got to thank Marissa, because you know how organized we are around here. Like literally 60 seconds before we were going to make these announcements, I'm like, oh, I don't know who won what. And she's like, do you want them in like a, an envelope form, or you don't know? I'm like, yes. And she went and she whipped up this thing really quick for me.
All right.
So we are ready to announce the winners of the WMMAMMYS I think we'll eventually just call them the Whammies.
La La Land.
No. The Everything That Rocks Awards. So let's start with the Breakout Artist of the Year. This is the category we led with on Monday. We had everyone text or to go to the website and vote who would be the winner. And this year's, normally we do the
nominees?
Yeah, the nominees.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Marissa. Do you want to read off the nominees if you have them, or do we have them over here? Like I said, we are thoroughly organized.
This is
here.
the first one. We'll look back and say, oh, how unorganized we were. And wasn't that magical in the fact that we were just piecemealing it together?
Yeah. So, all right, I'm just going to dive right into it because I should have thought of that ahead of time, but I did not. Let me pretend to open an envelope. Breakout Artist of the Year is Youngblood.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. Youngblood together with Aerosmith on this song, and we saw him performing at some award shows, and we're like, hey, that guy's okay.
He's the real deal. You know what really caught me when he could not attend an event? He sort of paid for like a party because he was sick. Remember that time he had to cancel out the one event?
Yeah.
And so he ponied up for his fans. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
By the way, I was about to say he's okay, great, not just okay.
Yeah.
I meant like, okay, that guy's great.
Yeah.
So we're happy for Youngblood to be the winner of the Breakout Rock Artist of the Year, the very first Whammy winner.
Yeah.
Right here on 93.3 WMMR. So congratulations to you, Youngblood. And Youngblood couldn't be here, so we will accept the award on his behalf.
Accepting Preston Elliott.
Thank you so much. On behalf of Youngblood, he wishes nothing but the best for the city of Philadelphia. And
I can't be there with you guys because I don't want to be.
yeah. All right, so now, thank you, Marissa.
Yeah.
Marissa has brought in all of the nominees. So, Rock Song of the Year. And this was one of our biggest categories as far as the number of nominees. Rock Tour of the Year actually had the most. But Rock Song of the Year, we have Shinedown with 365, Evanescence with Afterlife, Linkin Park, Up From the Bottom, Papa Roach, Even If It Kills Me, Mammoth, The End, Billy Morrison and Ozzy Osbourne with Gods of Rock and Roll, Hailstorm, Darkness Always Wins, Disturbed, I Will Not Break, Sublime and Sonata, Bush, The Land of Milk and Honey, and Foo Fighters, Asking for a Friend. And the Whammy goes to...
Here we go, sealed tightly.
Papa Roach, Even If It Kills Me.
I didn't see that coming.
Nah. I voted for Mammoth, The End, but listen, I'm not the authority on this. You guys are. And the votes came in, and Papa Roach, the Kobe Shaddix and company are walking away with a whammy for Rock Song of the Year. They are a solid band. He's a great guy. We've had him on the show many times.
And this is an atypical sounding song for them,
Yeah.
which I think is cool. I went with Foo Fighters.
Nice. Even If It Kills Me, Papa Roach. Rock Song of the Year, according to the Whammies. All right, next category. Rock Tour of the Year. And we had a bunch on board for this, too. The Oasis Live 25 Tour, Linkin Park From Zero World Tour, Metallica, the M72 World Tour, the Guns N' Roses Because What You Want and What You Get Tour, Coldplay with the Music of the Spheres World Tour, Chemical Romance, Long Live the Black Parade Tour. Then you had The Who, Song Is Over, Ghost, Skeletor, Eric Clapton, World Tour. There's a lot here.
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails, Peel It Back Tour. You have Disturbed with The Sickness 25. Deftones North America Tour 2025, and David Byrne's American Utopia. And the whammy goes to Metallica. The M72 World Tour. And this is that tour, been going on for a while, but they will pull into a town. They'll do a few shows with different set lists each night, and people are loving it.
You know what it is? And I think, Ryan, you'll agree with this. They remain a motivated band that wants to give their fan base great experiences, and it just telegraphs to even non-Metallica fans that they're serious about what they do.
They are the Four Seasons of the metal community, of the rock community. I mean, every concert they put on is exactly what they give for the fans. Steve, you're absolutely correct.
Yep, and I like to also, they would do a local flavored song whenever they would come into a town as well.
The whole proceeding, like they do the art show, all this stuff that they were doing in the town, and the amount of revenue that comes into a town when they're playing is huge.
And now they have a whammy. How about that? Congratulations to Metallica. All right, and our final category, Rock Artist of the Year. And the nominees are... Wait, I have the wrong one.
La La Land.
The nominees are... Wait, where the hell is it?
I don't know.
Wow, mystery category.
Rock Song of the Year. Oh, Rock. Here, I got it now.
Death Star Overdrive.
No.
Oh, throwback.
Rock Artist of the Year, Oasis, Metallica, Linkin Park, Shinedown, and Ozzy Osbourne. And the whammy goes to Ozzy.
I feel good about that.
Yeah, me too. We had a little conversation about, who deserves the awards. And obviously, with Ozzy passing, I think even if he hadn't passed, I mean, the reunion tour, the final, the reunion show and the final get-together of Black Sabbath would have warranted that alone.
It resonated the right way. It was wonderful to see him.
Yeah.
I don't think it could have been any more perfect as a wrap-up.
Yep, had the farewell concert, and, obviously, he was another nominee with Billy Morrison, Gods of Rock and Roll, and we lost him back in July. So congratulations to all of our winners of the first ever WMMAMMYS. The Whammies. Yeah, man.
Whammies. Wow. Whoa.
And thank you to all who took time to vote. It only took you like 10 seconds, really, to go online.
A little surprise here, Preston. Wolfgang Puck is catering our after party.
Thank God for that. I can't wait to dive into it. So, thank you for playing along with this little experiment. I'm happy with the results, and we'll see if Warren's doing it again next year.
Yeah, we're doing it.
The Grammys are Sunday night, and we'll recap those next week.
I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah. We got to keep bringing it back just for Christopher Walken alone. So. All right. Thank you, guys. We appreciate that. But it is Friday, and we got stuff to do. We got to clean out the junk drawer. So if you don't mind,
Preston's cleaning out his junk drawer. Getting things out of his junk drawer. Finding stuff here in the junk drawer.
All right. Let me jump in here. I think I have a music-related thing in the drawer. Oh, well, there it is.
Oh, look over there.
Look over there. So there's a new category of music that is apparently trending on TikTok. And for a while, there's been a thing called divorced dad rock.
Yes.
Which consists of 90s and angsty 90s and 2000s rock.
Okay.
Who are we talking to? It was...
Imagine people my age who have gotten divorced, and it's like Blink-182 and Nickelback and Creed and Staind.
We were talking to a rock artist. Yeah.
Was that they came in here and performed? Was it? It wasn't POD, was it? No, they were here within the past.
Roach. No.
Yeah, who is it? Oh my God, I've forgotten who we've had playing in here.
A lot of people.
So anyhow.
Anyway, enough of that.
Besides that, there is a counter genre for the ladies that has made its presence. And I do like the name of this. It's called Cigarette Mom Rock.
Well, so, okay. I would think that's like 80s cigarette moms.
No, it consists of 90s and 2000s artists such as Alanis Morissette, Melissa Etheridge, Avril Lavigne, Pink, Counting Crows, and others.
So they become cigarette moms now, but they were not obviously at that time.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm with you, Marissa. I'm thinking like Def Leppard, Poison. Yeah.
I'm going to change it up. Maybe it's they haven't become cigarettes moms, but we had cigarette moms.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, for whatever reason, it's named Cigarette Mom Rock. And it delves into, like I said, Alanis and Melissa Etheridge and Avril Lavigne and all that. So I'm wondering how many more of these little splitting hairs genres we can find.
I think yacht rock started the dominoes falling. Right?
Yeah, I agree. And yacht rock and that documentary that was done about it kind of explains it. It's the name is not necessarily, you're not going to listen to it while you own a yacht or something along those lines, but it just kind of fit the tone for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some see it as a pejorative, and I don't. It's just a dumb classification.
Yeah, Donald Fagen didn't like it.
No, he did not like it.
Oh.
Michael McDonald's fine with it.
But yeah, Cigarette Mom Rock. And as far as making a playlist goes, do you give interesting names to your playlist if you make them?
It's been so long since I made a playlist because what I do is I tend to just yell out the songs I want to hear in succession.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
a playlist guy.
The only interesting title I have for a playlist
Boner Jams?
is Boner Jams. Is just chillin'.
Just chillin'?
Yeah, that's it. Like,
I'll read you mine.
Yeah, please.
Because I give mine. I have Up and Happy.
Okay.
I have Fairway to Heaven. That's when I play golf.
Ah, nice.
I listen to that. I have all Beatles. Easy Alt, which is like Lisa Loeb.
Yeah.
And let me read off some of those. I have the Cardigans and the Verve and the New Radicals and some Wallflowers and Goo Goo Dolls and stuff like that. So that's Easy Alt. And then I have the Corona mix, which literally I made in the coronavirus was going on.
Oh, no. I
Yeah, not beer.
I see the beer. Yeah.
I have Evening Chill. That is by far my biggest playlist.
That's the one you go to often.
It's 16 hours and 46 minutes
holy
long.
crap.
What's Jerkmates? I see it there.
You ever heard of Jerkmates?
Yo.
Then I have Dinner Party.
Yo, ever heard of Jerkmate?
Dinner Party, Y100 WDRE. My Shore mix, my all-time favorites. I have a Beach mix. I have Party by the Pool. That's one of my favorites.
So you have a lot of mixes.
Yeah. How is Shore Mix and Beach Mix different?
Shore mix? No. I don't have
Pauly Shore.
I have Party by the Pool and Beach mix. I don't have Shore mix.
You said Shore Mix, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't mean to.
What's Trail Mix?
It's a delightful
It's
little
wonderful.
combination of granola and
Yeah, it's
sometimes you put
delicious,
like little M&Ms in there.
I love
too.
that stuff.
All right, so I have Heavenly Harmony, St. Louis. I have one called Catch-All, which is where I don't know where to put this song, so I throw them in there.
I have one called Godshalls, which is all
Godshalls, all turkey bacon songs. Motown. I have some drum playlist. I have a bunch on here. Cool. I have one called Cool Beds. That's all instrumental stuff that we could maybe use here on the show. I have my 3 morning mixes, and those are several hours long, and those are the ones I like to put on the weekend in the morning.
Wow.
I have Southern Fried Rock. I have
Are you most often listening to your mixes, or will you put on full albums?
I mixes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't listen to albums anymore unless it's a rare occasion. So it keeps going on. Steve, I have a Bee Gees playlist. I have anyway. So I will have to delve into Cigarette Mom Rock. Try that out.
Did you know that the artist can see the names of your playlists?
No.
So if you put some like really crazy names to your playlists, there have been a couple of small artists that have gone through and gone on the back end to see where their songs are linked on a playlist.
Oh, no kidding.
And 1 or 2 people have like published, a list of them, made a song of them, and they're pretty funny. And people are pretty creative.
So if a smaller level artist can do it,
anyone can do it. Yeah, you just have to care.
Nice.
Yeah.
Give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back into the junk drawer and take a look for something. All right, so we got Valentine's Day coming up. We're going to do the Connoisseur segment later on, but this one was in my junk drawer because I would just want to throw it in here. It is tips for picking the best restaurant for Valentine's Day. This is from the source is The Takeout. And obviously, Valentine's Day, sometimes very difficult to get a table.
Absolutely.
It's the busiest restaurant day of the year. So actually, it's the second busiest day of the year for restaurants. Mother's Day is the first busiest.
Yes.
Oh.
So you can expect a crowd and know that every place is going to be packed. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind. Plan your budget in advance. Prices are often higher on this holiday, and fixed menus are common. You see those a lot.
Sweetie, we're going to have to run.
And when you do dine and dash,
Just finish. I'm going to go to the bathroom, but I'm going to run out to the parking lot and meet you out there.
and you throw in a bottle of wine or a few cocktails each, the bill goes up really, really quick. So take a look for some prefix menus.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a way to go. consider the timing of your reservation. Saturday nights are already busy in restaurants, but on Valentine's Day, it's going to be fully booked. That means you may have to wait, and it may take longer to get your drinks and food. And if that's more than you want to deal with, then go with an earlier or later reservation.
Will you do Valentine's Day proper? Because it's on a Saturday this year. But will you, in other words, if it falls on a Thursday, will you just wait to the weekend, or will you do it on?
I told you we kind of don't really.
Same here.
We don't really do it.
Well, we have the extra oomph of the anniversary.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we'll port it over to Friday or Saturday. Right. This is on Saturday. So,
yeah, we used to do on the day, something special.
Yeah.
Go out to dinner.
A little bloodletting.
A little bit of bloodletting is always nice. But we're actually going to be out of town and with some friends, so we will do dinner that night. Hopefully they've got reservations for us.
I'm still in the space where we'll go out to dinner. Last year was the Eagles Parade, so that was a little different.
Oh, that's right.
But the year before, this year, we are going to see Goldfinger.
Oh,
in
one of your favorite bands,
St. Pete.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they happen to be playing that day.
Wow, I'll be around that area too.
You should come over.
Okay.
Wanna go?
We'll
Yes,
work
you can go
on that.
crowd surfing with me.
I need to see that. So
stories of things that won't happen.
Yeah, right. Check out the menu ahead of time. Restaurants often plan special menus for the holiday with shared starters, extravagant mains, and desserts made for two and stuff like that. Fixed menus may not be the best for picky eaters. Make sure you know what the options are before you book your table. Also, read online reviews. Don't look for perfect 5-star reviews, but for patterns in comments about crowds, wait time, service, stuff like that. And also, drinks matter. You can see if there are any special Valentine's drink deals or special creations, whether you want to sip on mocktails or wine.
We were talking about reviews the other day, and you were saying that sometimes you go on Yelp to look at reviews.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw out that maybe look at the reviews on like Open Table or Resi or whatever the platform is that the restaurant uses, because they're reaching out to those people directly through that service rather than Yelpers who tend to put their reviews, make them a little more personal than at the benefit of the restaurant.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Open Table's a place we will go to for suggestions, too. Ask about special extras if you're hoping for a heart-shaped dessert or candlelit table or a bottle of bubbly or something like that.
Can I get a cookie?
Make sure they offer that before you make a reservation. And don't forget that ambiance sets the mood. Dinner at a fancy, expensive restaurant isn't for everyone. So make sure that the mood of the restaurant is what you're looking for. And you'll both enjoy.
Chili dogs,
So some tips as you're getting ready for Valentine's Day if you do want to go out for dinner. All right, let me go back in. I think I got some local things in here. Yeah, here's this little leftover thing. Steve sent this to me. There's a place called the Sin City Cabaret Nightclub in Philadelphia. It's on Passyunk Avenue, and apparently it has an 8-foot-tall topiary Care Bear bending over another one, and people think that it looks like they're doing doggy style, right?
That's what it looks like.
I've not fully seen this yet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It's with intent.
Wait, is that outside or inside?
That's outside.
That's so great.
According to the strip club's owner, Gus Dracopoulos, the topiaries are working. He said if someone does a double take and posts a video or selfie, then the art did its job. He had the topiaries installed in 2021. They've been around for a while. He said, I want images of those bears to be synonymous with the brand Sin City. Dracopoulos opened the original Sin City in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx in 2002. He was 25. After a securities fraud conviction sidelined his career as a stockbroker. Almost immediately, the club earned a star-studded reputation. Cardi B was discovered while performing there, by the way. And celebrities range from Mike Tyson to Philly's own Meek Mill.
There you go.
As regular. So the guy knows what he's doing. Dracopoulos was forced to close the original Sin City for good in 2018 after the club lost its liquor license. So he relocated to Philly in 2020, just before the pandemic. The Bears came a year later in November 2021. And he said, as a way to signal to patrons that Sin City is a more artful, avant-garde gentleman's club experience is why he put the topiaries out front.
This aligns with the fake topiary. Like I love the one of the rhino. There's a so it's all around the area here on the corners. I love seeing them. So this is just adding to that ambiance, as you say.
So when the pandemic was going on and places started to open back up again, there were mask restrictions and stuff like that. Were exotic dancers wearing masks while they were on stage?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a good question.
I have no idea, Case. So he said the bears are playful and open for interpretation. And he said you can say that they're playing football. Go Birds.
Of course they are.
Okay. Yeah.
They were inspired by a series of topiaries that lined the Moxie Hotel's rooftop bar in New York City, where patrons can ogle bears in a variety of X-rated positions, very few of which could be confused for football. And both sets of bears are designed by celebrity topiary artist Joe Kite, whose 2-acre topiary garden in Tennessee has turned out larger-than-life dragons, Formula One cars, a semi-realistic bottle of booze for clients that range from Legoland and Ferrari to Absolute Vodka since 1992.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. He got his start working as a subcontractor for Disney in the 1980s. He previously told the Wall Street Journal he was fashioning hippos and various versions of Mickey Mouse out of materials ranging from ivy to moss. And he told the Inquirer that his clients have only gotten raunchier. In 2020, he was commissioned by a Dutch adult magazine to create a photorealistic vagina out of hydrangeas, rosemary, and mullein leaf for a launch party in Holland.
So for these to be really classical, do they have to be rooted and living?
So here, I'll explain how he made the bears.
Yeah.
By the way, he paid Dracopoulos paid $18,000 for the 2 bears, which Kite took 2 weeks to construct. He arranged weather-resistant artificial boxwood atop custom-made metal frames, and to finish the job, Kite and an employee had to drive 687 miles to Philadelphia to install the bears, at one point getting stuck in standstill traffic in Virginia for hours. So he said that people couldn't stop taking pictures while they were at a standstill. So, Steve, they're fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't necessarily have to be real. Now, if you go to like Longwood Gardens, their topiary garden is real.
Yeah. Those things are real.
They are.
Am I offended by this? Not really, but the fact that this is just outdoor, it's an outdoor display and not an indoor display for people that are, patrons of a strip club, it seems like a little bit much to me. And it reminds me of my brother lived in Whitefield, New Hampshire for about a year. And apparently there was a guy up there, I think he owned a concrete company, and he wanted to open up a racetrack.
Right.
And the town shut it down, and they didn't allow him to do it. So his protest, and it's still there to this day, you drive past where his concrete place is. He has 2 giant concrete balls, okay, and then a concrete shed going up in the middle of it. And that was his protest.
His FU to the town.
That's
Wow.
his FU to the town.
Okay,
Yep.
where is this?
This is in Whitefield, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. All right.
So I will say, Casey, it is in kind of like an industrial area.
Oh, it is?
So it's
Okay.
not like
People are walking past it.
Yeah. I think it's like on the other side of Point Breeze.
Okay.
It's
right.
near Ball Busters Billiards.
Ball
Swear to
busters.
God.
Billiards.
Perfect. This guy's got to own that too, right? You would think.
I think this was another club years ago. It was I don't know what the name of it was, but I think this is the second iteration of this gentleman's club.
Okay.
Yeah, I said it was started in New York.
No, locally.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember going to it looks like this place where Preston, I think their big sell at that point was they had the tallest strip poles.
Oh,
that
okay.
went up like 2 stories.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, anyhow, if you want to take a look, it's at Sin City Cabaret Nightclub right next to Ball Busters Billiards.
I love it.
I think we got time for one more story in the junk drawer. These are things that if we don't get to them, we'll never get to them. I'll just end up throwing them away. So how about this? Alan Iverson, this is another story from the Inquirer. Alan Iverson is being criticized for an allegedly disrespectful visit with a children's cancer charity in Australia after a viral Reddit post called out the former Sixer for absolutely disgusting conduct at the hospital. Now, it wasn't like he did anything dirty. He wasn't walking around with his junk hanging out or anything like that. But Challenge, which is a Melbourne-based charity supporting children with cancer, has hosted players such as Shaquille O'Neal and Cameron Johnson and Josh Giddey, a whole bunch of people in the past. The chief officer, David Rogers, told the Enquirer in a statement on Tuesday that Iverson spent almost 2 hours engaging with media, executives, and high-profile sports figures, but in stark contrast, described the Hall of Famer's conduct with the children and families as unacceptable. Iverson was set to do 45-minute meet and greet with children and families supporting the challenge. He was more than 90 minutes late, and according to the Reddit post, decided not to sign anything or speak to anyone, adding that his security said that he was having a bad day. A Reddit post read, "My little brother, who is 12 years old and is currently receiving chemotherapy at ALCL for ALCL lymphoma, was so excited to meet one of his idols. He came out to be extremely disgusted and disappointed in Allen Iverson's behavior, and so were the other families. He took one group photo, and then he ended the visit. That was it."
I think the last thing you put out as your statement when you're not delivering for a children's hospital is, "I'm having a bad day."
Yeah.
They're all having a bad day.
Yeah. But using words like disgusting behavior, I think is a little bit misleading. And I am not defending Allen Iverson at all. But you don't know what having a bad day is. And I saw the headline and then I read everything. I'm like, okay, like it sucks, but like he's also halfway around the world. Like, what time did he get there? Was he still on Philadelphia time or wherever he, you know what I mean?
Like, might have had some bad Vegemite.
No. But I just, I saw the story and I was like, the headline does not match what I've read in this story. Reprehensible or, unacceptable, I think is a good adjective to use.
Okay, then we'll drop the word disgusting.
All right, good.
How about stinky?
Some stinky behavior.
Recalcitrant.
Steve, maybe he got bitten by a funnel web spider.
That could be it. He was putting on a sock and what's this? Some bitch.
Or one of those ringed octopuses. Got him at the beach.
Absolutely.
He was having a bad day.
I had a firsthand experience with him like this. I bumped into him at a live casino. I was there for an event. And I was the first person that saw him walk in, and I walked up to him and I asked him for a photo, and he kind of blew me off. And it was like, I took it personally as in like, oh no, I shouldn't have approached him. That was rude of me. He wasn't in that space. Not less than 30 minutes later, he was like the life of the party and taking photos with everybody. And he was friendly and kind. So, it's just my one experience compared to 10s, 20, 30 other people there.
Right. Yeah. How about the kids with cancer? Did he come over and say hi to them?
Agreed. And he wasn't like locked in and brought to this place. He was just there gambling probably.
Right.
Challenge was deeply disappointed with the meet and greet involving AI. They said there was nothing further we could have done as an organization to improve the experience, and despite working diligently on the day to manage a challenging and at times disrespectful approach from his management team, we believe Allen Iverson ultimately let down the children and families who came to meet him. So
I was watching a YouTube video about Gladwin, which is, they were in this video, the realtor company that runs these things on YouTube, says it's the wealthiest neighborhood in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So, and then I had never actually seen what Iverson's old house looked like. Mm-hmm. Holy hell. Unbelievable.
Was it a palace?
A palace.
Yeah, I believe it.
Right next to M. Night Shyamalan, remember?
a friend of mine lives down the street from him.
Yeah.
And, it's a nice neighborhood.
So, yeah.
It's a nice neighborhood. Or where his old house used to be. So, I don't know. Listen, suck it up for the kids in cancer. That's all I'm going to say. Suck it up.
I think we can agree.
Be nice.
Sick kids can be annoying.
Well,
we all agree on that, right?
He might
we
not
can
know,
agree on one thing. Yeah. No, you pony up for the 6 kids.
Yeah, he might not know how to. You know what I mean? Like, it's other people are really good at this. Not everybody.
Well, we
can
know
be,
who not to call for the chop.
Well, don't call me because I don't know how. No, I already told you. Like, I'm not defending. I'm not defending, and I know I'm going to get a rash.
It sounds like you are. You know what I mean?
I know, but what I don't have is enough context to the situation. Like, all I have...
You're trying to keep your a balanced look at things.
Yeah.
On the surface, you'll agree, it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It does not look good. But, like, I really like to see, like, a little bit more of the context to the situation.
And what did the kids do?
Like,
what if rubbed them the wrong way?
What if he was sick? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you're sick, and then, I don't know. I don't know.
Right. I agree. It's not fair. And I hope that somebody around him, close to him, does some sort of training to, like, help him fake it. If he's going to
He doesn't do training.
I know, and practice.
He doesn't practice.
No, I hope if he's going to continue to do this, that he does have a change of heart and at least figures out how to fake it well.
I'd like to hear something from his camp other than that he was having a bad day.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody texts in, Steve, maybe a dingo ate his baby.
It could happen, absolutely. Yeah.
We don't know.
Stuff like that has happened.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that's all we have time
That's
for.
it. We're gonna
That's
close
it,
it out.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the junk drawer. Preston's closing up his junk drawer. There's nothing left here in the junk drawer. Until next time, that was the junk drawer.
Start low, you know.
I loved it. I loved it. All right. And thank you to Kyle Mack for our jingle there and his band Minute by Minute. We might actually get a little visit from him sometime in the near future. All right, let's take a break and come back. We've got Connoisseur coming up. You know, here's what I'd like to do. I want to do a giveaway right now for the Galentine's Day party. We have that coming up at, we'll be at Parks Casino, and it's going to be on the 12th, and it's the ladies of the Sisters of Pi.
Best sorority in the world.
Zeta Eta Pi getting together, and it's bingo night. So let's take caller number 14, 610-660-9333. 21 years of age, ladies only. You and a friend can join us for this event. The President Steve Show will be there, and you get a complimentary drink. You will also get a buffet, and the food they have at Parks Casino is great.
It really is.
Yeah. So
and bingo is the new swingers party.
Yep, and we'll have your chance to win some prizes and swing and have a good time.
Yeah.
So call right now, and we'll get you on the list. When we come back, we're going to get into the bizarre file, so stay with us.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. I don't know if that's this one in particular, but it's something that is a bucket list item.
There's one down in Florida called, and it's for, scuba divers, but it's called the Jules Verne. My cousins stayed there because they're big scuba people.
And you
just dive right out of your room, and you're underwater.
So is it just the room? Because this was kind of like a suite underwater, yeah.
And I think it's just the room. And just when I was looking at pictures, it didn't look like super extravagant, but it was just kind of cool.
I think this is what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Preston.
I found a photo of it.
That's it.
And this is outrageous.
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah. Wow.
Imagine if you wake up and you forgot you're in that room.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
I'm drowning!
Here's a story about mall Santas. They work for Santa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they handle the load leading up to Christmas.
Santa's got to go.
So, but
he's got a load to handle.
They recently have gone on Reddit and shared some of the best responses and silly responses from kids that they get who come and ask for things for Christmas.
I love this. Part of the fun of going over to the mall during the holidays is to see the kids sitting in the awe of meeting Santa, sometimes the terror.
Yeah.
But it's so adorable.
So this parent said, my son asked for a Green Bay Packer one year.
Just not a jersey, a player.
He had an entire plan about how he would feed him and take him outside to exercise, and he could sleep next to his toddler bed if he wanted to.
Was it a specific Packer or just any Packer?
It just said a Green Bay Packer, so I don't know. Another mall Santa said, I had a 15 to 17-year-old girl whisper to me that she wished that her acne would go away. Aww. And I, of course, had no training, and I was a dumb 22-year-old, and I told her that it would go away on its own. And I don't know if I traumatized her or helped her or not. Aww.
I think there was a documentary about mall Santas, and there was a woman who ran basically a school for how to interact with kids. It was the sweetest thing because they will get a kid who maybe have a situation like, can you make the acne go away? Can you get mommy and daddy back together again?
Yeah.
And if you're sitting there in the mall, you've got to address that. You know.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful. It's just such a magical thing.
Yeah.
I saw a really sweet video yesterday, and it was at Universal Studios in California, and you can meet the Grinch, and of course they have great actors at these parks. And there's a guy playing the Grinch, and this little girl comes up, and he's going, "Oh, you've been waiting your whole life to meet me," and saying this, and she just looks up at him and goes, "Hola." And he goes, "Oh, no hablo inglés." And he goes into fluent Spanish, and the girl just lights up.
Don't you just want to? Oh, it's like the scene in Miracle on 34th Street with the deaf girl.
Oh my God!
Tell me that doesn't kill you.
Okay, so I've seen that post several times that they go, it was Richard Burton who played the Santa Claus?
No, it was Richard Attenborough.
Sorry, Attenborough. But they say in the posts I've seen several times, it's like the actress is deaf, and she didn't know that Richard Attenborough was going to sign back to her.
Right, yeah.
And that her reaction is real. I don't think that's legit.
It may not be.
Because it's a movie.
Yeah,
They've prepared for all of this stuff.
Because what if she signed What the F?
Yeah. But or maybe, I don't know. It seems too good to be true.
So in the original, the girl speaks German? German or something, yeah.
Sinterklaas?
And what do you want for Christmas? This isn't playing the way we wanted.
Und easy bake oven.
An Ohio man was recently arrested for sending a baggie of methamphetamine through a bank's drive-through pneumatic tube system. Jason G. Smith was booked on drug-related charges earlier this week. We just had a story about a week ago of a guy sent a burning cigar in through one of those tubes. This incident occurred at a bank just east of Columbus. On the day in question, a bank employee called deputies to report finding a crystal-like substance consistent with methamphetamine in a baggie that accompanied a transaction sent through one of the bank's air tubes.
He looked like he could use a little meth.
Subsequent testing determined the substance in the small bag was, in fact, methamphetamine. Over the course of the ensuing investigation, authorities determined the defendant had inadvertently sent the package to the bank through the drive-thru.
Perhaps the bank has a Christmas meth club.
He was located nearby. With the use of a police dog, they recovered additional suspected drugs and drug-related items from his truck, and they transported him to the county jail.
You want to willpower your way through like better mental health, listen, mental health is mental health, but mental well-being. You set a foundation, set your alarm a little bit earlier, get up, meditate, maybe read some positive literature, things along those lines.
Rub one out.
I think that helps. I think that, and then you take a little nappy poo afterwards.
To start? That's like midday, right?
Rub one out?
Yeah, why not?
There are a few different ways you can do it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's beautiful if the sun's rising through the window.
It's funny because, I talk to a lot of these people, and, I'm talking like, people that I met in like 12-step programs and stuff, and this is their foundation. They get up, they have a cup of coffee, and they read some literature, and they get a good foundation. They surround themselves with positive people, right? Yeah. And I sit there and I listen to this. I'm like, I already get up at 4:30. I can't get up any earlier to read this sort of stuff. So I have to figure out what sort of foundation would work best for me to set my mental well-being for the rest of the day.
I get up at 3:30 and I read poetry and I have my cup of coffee and I meditate and I rub one out.
No, I rub one out while I'm meditating. That's what I do.
Instead of a mantra.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody is right now while they're listening to us?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
Hey there. How you doing?
I wonder if someone, I know when I go on down this path, but I wonder if someone uses
us,
the show,
as sexual stimulant.
Listen, weirder things have happened. You've seen Pornhub.
This is true.
Yeah, there's people who get off on Rumspringa.
I don't know, man.
All right, anyway,
how do I put this back on track?
610-663.
No, don't call in now. We're good.
I saw a video yesterday, and it looked great for a moment, and it was think of a piece of grid paper, and the person was filling in with colors what their anxiety level was every single day of the year, if they worked out, if there was a rest day, and it was great for one flip, and then she kept flipping and flipping and flipping, and she would have spent 10 or 15 minutes of her day just classifying what that day was to her.
That's too much work.
That becomes very act of doing that, Marissa, would prove stressful to me.
Oh my gosh.
So again, I think you and I kind of do the same sort of thing. We pick our things, we lock, we're very habitual.
Yeah.
Any deviation from routine can be very alarming. So I try to get a little better with that. But, I always say, to people, do what's comfortable in a smaller way. Like, you see the people, as we talk about many times in January, who are sitting there with a salad without any dressing or anything on, and I'm going to eat cardboard, I'm going to lose weight, and whatever. Do something. Cut back on one thing.
Right.
Eat at a different time. You don't have to slam yourself.
A January 1st or January 2nd complete abrupt halt and change
Not
it
gonna
to
work.
it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Right. So like, take a tip from What About Bob, and just take baby steps. Right. If you have this goal of what you want to be or achieve, then give yourself some time to get there.
And January 1st, you say I'm going to rub 5 out. Rub 1 out.
Rub 1 out.
All right, and then we'll do one more story, and we will wrap it up. You hear about this every now and then. A live hand grenade was discovered inside a donation bin at a Goodwill store in Florida. And this wasn't a replica. This is a real deal. Authorities immediately secured the scene, and they evacuated the Goodwill. The device was then safely retrieved and remotely detonated in a secure location by the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office bomb squad.
We can't take stuffed animals or hand grenades.
The explosive appeared to be a donated item. An employee discovered it in a bin near the donation door. And it's not the first time such a weapon has been found at a Goodwill in Florida. In 2018, several grenades were discovered after being donated to a Goodwill store in Jacksonville. The police department said, "We want to remind the community to thoroughly check all items before donating, ensuring that hazardous items such as explosives, firearms, or ammunition are not accidentally included."
My Goodwill has a box for bazookas.
They said, if you ever locate something that appears to be a hand grenade or other explosive device, do not touch or handle it,
Honey,
please.
are we using this hand grenade or can I give it to Goodwill?
Pierre Robert is here. Hey, man.
Hey, Tommy.
Nice to see you. He called me. So we were backstage at the 40th anniversary of a Live Aid event, and Pierre's walking around. He's going to be one of the hosts of this, and I hear him go, "All right, get ready, Tommy." And I didn't know he was talking to me. And he was referencing Tommy Tom Thompson. I was like, yes. And in fact, he brought it up during his intro on stage.
I think we have a little clip of my intro. Do we hit Casey that Ryan sent over from, you already talked about the event, but it was one of the great honors of my life to introduce you.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. The honor was all mine. Here it is.
But to relive the reunion part right now, we would like to do a Led Zeppelin song and to bring a certain gentleman on from our WMMR morning show. He happens to be a great guy, first of all. Intelligent, wild, powerful, and he and Preston, or he is Preston, but he and Steve make for a wonderful combination on our show and have for a number of years. They're 20 years with us at MMR and even more than that in Philly. And it's an incredible live and local morning show that cares about the community, does food drives. By the way, sorry to interrupt, but one other thing, this is a benefit for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And
you interrupted yourself, didn't you?
I interrupted myself, and of course, it took me forever to get around to the introduction, but I'll get there. Stay with me.
Money, we'll go there. Martha has suffered from both of those illnesses, and that's why they wanted to make this, and she has recovered from them. God bless her. So there is hope. There's hope to feed the world. There's hope to cure illnesses when you come together. But at any rate, Preston and Steve do the blood drive, they do the food drive, they do so much for the community. But Preston also happens to be an incredible drummer. And Steel Panther, the mock heavy metal band, nicknamed him Tommy Thompson. And he is going to take the drums for this first song. So ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the Led Zeppelin portion of Live Aid 40 years ago today, it was right about this time, maybe a touch earlier. Let us welcome Preston Elliott and the band to celebrate Led Zeppelin. Tommy.
Go get him, Tommy.
Tommy.
My big intro. And I got to plug PJ Brown, the singer.
Oh, my God.
How great was she?
So, I mean, I think you played a little clip of the sound of it earlier, because it was, you know the song Rock and Roll from Led Zeppelin 4.
Yes.
Everybody knows it, and that drum intro. But it was how would you describe it?
So we did a blues shuffle. We slowed it down, and we did a blues shuffle, which is more of a swing feel to it, but with a bluesy progression, because that's the origin of a lot of Led Zeppelin, and actually the European, the English explosion of rock music was R&B based, and we were backstage talking to PJ about that.
Right.
So we slowed it down. We brought it back to the roots. I'll play a little bit of it here real quick. So. done in that style.
I love that. Really
and
cool.
There was and I didn't catch everybody's name, but there was a trombone Friday.
Yeah,
let's do it.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. They want you to screw the usual and register your nuttiest sled for the Preston and Steve Cardboard Classic. It's a chance to win $1,000 in cash. You can go to WMMR.com and get your details. So a professional python hunter in Florida needed assistance from family members to uncoil a giant Burmese python from his body and to ultimately subdue the second heaviest python ever caught in Florida.
I got it.
Carl Jackson, who is a contracted python hunter with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, was traveling back from Big Cypress National Park when he noticed a Burmese python track set across the road over his truck tracks. They appeared to be tracks from a smaller snake, perhaps an 8-footer.
What was the snake driving?
I don't know. They didn't indicate. He said, I go into the bushes and walk around and I see a head. And he immediately recognized that this was not a small snake. Jackson began wrestling with the huge python, which dragged him over a red and black anthill.
Jeez.
He said it was like riding a slow horse. It was insane. Jackson relied upon his team to uncoil the snake from around his body several times. His team included his wife, Tasha, and adopted kids, all of whom just the day before became certified assistants in the Python Action Team.
I really could have gotten hurt.
The python wound up being the second heaviest python ever caught in Florida at 202 pounds.
Wow, I thought it'd be a little heavier.
The record is 215 pounds caught in 2022. Jackson's python was a 16-foot, 10-inch female, which had been carrying 200 eggs at the time.
200 eggs.
Wow, man. All right, another story out of Florida. This is my favorite story of the week, by the way. A man was arrested this week after he was caught engaging in a sexual performance with a vacuum cleaner, according to the county sheriff's office.
How many shows a day?
Deputies said that they responded to Windsor Hills Resort after receiving reports of a man exposing his sexual organs in front of a residence. The victims that observed this behavior provided a statement and a cell phone recording of a male partially clothed in front of a residence engaging in a sexual performance with a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, I would applaud that.
Did he say he put a hat down for tips?
I don't know. However, deputies said
the great sucko.
The suspect had already left the area before a deputy could arrive.
Now for my next attachment.
Further investigation revealed that the suspect and his wife were listed as the hosts of an Airbnb and a home in the Windsor Hills Resort.
The drapes cleaner.
Apparently, a complaint has been reported just a day prior about a man who had been walking in a shared hallway space while nude. The drapes cleaner?
You know, the really thin one.
I was thinking of the one that looks very vaginal. It's round and it's got it's got a hole in the middle.
That's a good one too, yeah.
And it's got little
pubes.
bush around it. Yeah. That's the one. If I were to pick an attachment.
Yeah, did you want it to bang?
That's the one I would go with. So apparently a complaint had been reported just days before about a man who had been walking in a shared hallway space while naked. Video of the incident captured on Ring camera was given to a responding deputy.
What's your act, son?
It didn't stop there, though. The investigating deputy canvassed the area with other residents that provided statements of similar behavior by the suspect.
What do you call your act? The aristocrat.
The incidents were reported to the HOA in December. Video was provided to the deputy of similar incidents of the suspect appearing partially clothed or naked while walking in the hallway of the residence. Eventually, a warrant was obtained for the arrest of Kevin Westerhold, 51 years old, who was caught near his home on Tuesday. He faces a charge of exposure of sexual organs. Meanwhile, detectives are urging anyone else who knows of similar incidents involving Westerhold to contact the sheriff's
Is it
office.
possible he's taking an innovative approach to door-to-door vacuum sales?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, you got to stand out.
Yeah.
Somehow or another.
Got to break from the pack.
The adventurous coyote that has been living on Alcatraz since paddling more than a mile across the San Francisco Bay is growing much fatter thanks to the former prison island's all-you-can-eat bird buffet.
No doubt. He's got it all to himself.
The yet-to-be-named canine is well and thriving on the 22-acre island and has been feasting on fowl whose carcasses he is apparently littering across the state-run grounds. Janet Kessler, a self-taught naturalist, said he is not only survived, but he is well and thriving. A picture showed the beast basking in the sun on the corner of the island, appearing noticeably thicker than the bony, shivering coyote that dragged itself onto the former prison's rocky shores in a video that went viral earlier this month.
By the way, that's a hell of a swim. The tide in that bay, in San Francisco Bay, that's what makes it so formidable. That's why
it's extremely cold.
Extremely cold.
With sharks too, right?
Yep.
Sharks.
The new picture of the animal was apparently taken by a friend of Kessler on January 24th. Shows a massive turnaround within just 2 weeks of the animal's daring 1.25 mile swim from the mainland. The coyote's health can mostly be attributed to its feast on fowl that's found on many bird nests near the historic island's private grounds. Parade grounds, I'm sorry. The coyote is the first and only to live at Alcatraz since the island was transferred into the National Park Service in 1972. Activists like Kessler are urging rangers to let the coyote enjoy its new life on the island after surviving that incredible feat of swimming.
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah. And I'm going to do one more story and we will wrap it up. The Langley Royal Canadian Mounted Police say that they have recovered a 53-foot trailer containing dozens of new kitchen sinks still in their boxes. Sergeant Sharoom said that the abandoned trailer was recovered in an industrial area. The trailer was stolen, but the rightful owner of the cargo remains as unknown as who might have stolen it. Sharoom says that police have spoken with the registered owner of the trailer and said when we got in touch with the owner inspected the trailer and we found these boxes of sinks that were inside of it, and the registered owner says it does not belong to them. So I have no idea where these things came from.
Those black market sinks.
And whose they are. Investigators believe it may be a case of unreported stolen property.
Yeah, the Yakuza are getting into sinks.
They said we are now trying to identify who might be the rightful owner of these sinks, and we feel that this is a large shipment that has not been delivered yet.
Someone needs to put a stopper to this.
Anyone with information is asked to contact the police. And there you go. That's where we will wrap up the Bizarre File for you this morning. All right, so we have a break to take. We'll come back in a second and probably do the Connoisseur when we return because we got a guest a little bit later on. Stay put. We'll be back in a moment. A solo during that song. And it was great, man.
I was inside. I went back for 1 second, then came back out, and I go, am I hearing a trombone?
Yeah.
During rock and roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is said that it took the British artist to show America its own roots in terms of celebrating, the Willie Dixons and the Muddy Waters and on and on and on. So many artists that created that black sound, the R&B sound, the jazz, the blues, the rhythm, all of that, which is the backbone of rock and roll.
Yeah, most definitely.
And all those British bands embraced it, and Zeppelin particularly. So, but hearing that version of it, and you just nailed it. I might
Thanks,
add.
man.
So,
Thanks. I had one run through with those guys beforehand, and then we went and played it. But.
And then we were sitting backstage, and I have a picture. I think I just sent it over to Sarah to post. And Preston is sitting on the couch backstage and talking to PJ, and he said, "I think I need." What was it, a bourbon?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Yeah, I think I need some whiskey. And I watched with great interest as you went to the bottles that were available backstage, a little ice in the glass, and poured yourself a nice one and sat down and had a lovely chat with PJ. She's incredibly nice.
Yeah.
There's a nice picture of her and you and me and the other lady, Paula.
Paula Holloway.
Paula Holloway, who used to sing with
Patti LaBelle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And did a wicked version of Over the Rainbow.
Yeah, it brought the house down.
It really did.
And in fact, PJ said, I didn't know you were going on before me. We're both amazing singers. So it was a great night. And I think over $25,000 raised for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Thank you to Victor Fiorello for putting that whole thing together. Unfortunately, he couldn't play because he was sick.
Isn't that the wildest?
Yeah.
But, he did a great job. I was curious, would people come out? It was a lot of really cool and talented Philly musicians, but they were not known, in the community as much as some other local musicians. So I'm going, all right, will people come out? And it was packed.
It was packed.
I love to hear that. That's great.
And it's like a small electric factory. And it's just a great place to see a show, too.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. It is like the old electric factory, but a little bit smaller. I love it. All right, here's a follow-up story. Police say they recovered a Fabergé egg pendant from a man accused of swallowing the item in a jewelry store.
Yeah.
New Zealand police spent 6 days monitoring every bowel movement of the suspect.
Who pulled that duty, no pun intended?
The $19,000 James Bond Octopussy pendant was recovered from his gastrointestinal tract last Thursday by natural means without requiring medical intervention.
I was having this with a pendant. As you can see, it's covered in poop.
The 32-year-old man, who has not been named by police, has been in custody since he allegedly swallowed the ornate pendant at Partridge Jewelers in the city of Auckland.
One has to imagine that there was a level of pain as that passed through the system.
I think so, right?
It's an octopus.
He was arrested inside the store minutes after the alleged theft. The photos supplied by police on Friday showed a gloved hand.
Yeah, I'd wear a glove too.
Holding the recovered pendant, which was still attached to a long gold chain with an intact price tag. A spokesperson said the necklace and the man would remain in police custody. Now, do you think this increases the value of this or it depreciates the value of the Fabergé
That is a
egg?
good question because it is passed through someone's excretory system.
It's a story.
It is a story attached to it.
And a lot of times that increases price, but it also had poop on it.
Yeah. Given my druthers, I would go for a fresh one.
So the piece was a limited edition Fabergé egg pendant inspired by the 1983 James Bond film Octopussy. Central to the film plot is a jewel smuggling operation that involves a fake Fabergé egg.
My sweetest love, this very one had poop on it.
The suspect is due to appear in the Auckland District Court on the 8th of December.
So they've been together for a while, haven't they?
Dude,
Yeah.
You said you forgot. I didn't even know. So you can't forget.
I can't.
Can't forget.
Yeah, it's actually close to the taint.
Yeah, you can't forget something.
There's
that you
the
didn't know
forgot.
to begin with.
Yeah. I forgot. I totally forgot that. A gun to
Like a vajamic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like a vajamic.
It kind of looks like a squash. Forgot. What were you thinking of?
That could be my favorite flub of 2025. Right at the wire, dude.
So Kyle Steep at Cast Iron Iron.
Yes!
Yeah, he sent over his last batch of Caseyisms and he sent me audio of I was talking about the Packers cheerleaders, and apparently they don't even have cheerleaders. And I said I didn't know that it was even the cheerleaders. I thought it was the defensive line.
Defensive.
And you guys had a field day on me saying defensive line.
Because that was your punchline for the, making fun of the cheerleaders. And right, it is when you are, especially a flub, when you are delivering the line.
Yes.
And you flub that line, it becomes its own thing.
Case, I totally forgot that.
I had no idea.
You forgot?
Yeah. We have the Souderton Area High School in this hallway down here. And what I didn't know until just now, as Casey was whispering in my ear, right before they went into the hallway to wait, Casey ripped one of the worst, stinkiest, smelliest farts he's ever had.
No, don't come on me. I went back there out of respect.
He didn't know.
He had no idea.
I went back there to get away from people, and I was by myself, and I did it. and then they paraded them right through it.
I will say this: you have a knack for picking areas that suddenly become hot zones.
Like, come on, man.
You could walk out into the middle of the Bonneville Salt Flats, turn around, and there'd be a Baptist service going on.
That's right. That's right. It's a power he has.
I retract my come on. I'm
and
sorry.
I apologize, choir. All right. But I was heating up your vocal cords.
This should add some meat, right?
They got to warm up.
Yeah.
All right. Jennifer Lopez appears to be making a final break from her past with Ben Affleck as fans think she's beginning to remove a tattoo she once dedicated to him. So this is, again, people are speculating this. After their 2022 wedding, she revealed an infinity symbol design on her rib cage intertwined with his name, but a comment on Dumois claims that J-Lo swapped a hummingbird in place of his name.
So she did sort of a modification.
I guess so.
So originally it was a full rib cage tattoo of the Batmobile. Which was kind of outlandish.
A nod to him.
Yeah. I liked it.
Speculation followed Lopez for months, especially after a series of red carpet appearances where the ink seemed concealed and faded. Her backless AMA's look in May further fueled the belief that the tattoo removal may already be underway.
I don't know what the hell she's doing, but she looks spectacular. And how old is she?
Amazing.
50s?
60.
52 or something?
No, she's not 52. I'm 52. She's got to be. I thought she was pushing 60.
No, I don't think so. Marissa will verify her age here in a moment.
56.
56, all right.
She's getting there.
I mean, she doesn't drink. She probably doesn't eat cheese.
She's
Works out every day.
She doesn't eat cheese. She doesn't eat toast.
Yeah.
Do you eat cheese? You will.
Have you heard
Eat that cheese.
Or has it been verified she doesn't eat cheese, or are you just saying that?
I know she doesn't drink.
Okay.
I'm guessing she probably doesn't eat cheese.
Wow, we're looking at a video of her in a bikini dancing, and yeah, her body's in fine form.
Would you feel comfortable in front of a paying audience to get that naked?
I can't wait till the day that I can do that.
Jesus Christ.
If I
shower with my clothes on.
If I had the body, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You'd be doing the show right now naked.
Yes, I would. Most definitely. Pierre Robert is here. How you
Hello.
doing? Nice to see you, man.
Yeah, today's the last of the superheat, right?
Yeah.
That's what we hear. Yeah.
So tomorrow a little bit better, like a cooling trend.
Yeah.
It's almost like Christmas.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just having some eggnog.
Yes, me too. And, and like at Starbucks, they're already doing the pumpkin flavors.
The pumpkin, yeah, in anticipation.
You're under the mistletoe.
Oh! What? What are you talking about?
I was just playing along with this stupid thing that you guys were doing. That's all. Sorry, I didn't mean to join in.
I thought...
It's summer mistletoe. It's invisible.
It just was so believable when you were
you were so convincing. I go, is this some bit I've missed? And then I looked up and I didn't see anything. I go, oh, maybe they just have it on the screen.
They've been doing
on
the mistletoe bit. I was unaware of it.
YouTube channel.
What is Preston talking about?
I swear to God, sometimes he just goes on and on.
He doesn't make any sense sometimes.
It's like verbal diarrhea.
Oh, my God.
What tangent is Presbo on?
I got an idea. How about keeping the show on the rails?
Exactly. That's why I am here.
Yes, professional.
Tighten it up, baby.
Yeah, man.
All
Working
right.
on it.
Come on, you can do it.
All right. In France, 2 inmates escaped from the Dijon prison detention center's disciplinary wing early Thursday, and they did it after sawing through their cell bars with blades that were believed to have been delivered by drone to the prison.
Aha!
Yeah, the escapees are a 19-year-old under investigation for attempted murder and a 32-year-old accused of threats and aggravated habitual violence against a spouse. The two, who then used blankets to jump the barbed wire fence, were in isolation without contact from the outside world, according to reports. Both are considered to be dangerous.
So if they get captured, they're going to obviously put them into Grey Poupon prison.
I would think
because
so.
That's a stricter security prison.
Yep. The FO Justice Union said that it had been warning for months about deteriorating security at Dijon prison.
You better look out for this.
The union
This isn't no mustard.
Said, despite our repeated warnings, management has chosen to persist in its total blindness, refusing to see the reality on the ground. The reality on the ground.
What the hell does that mean?
The escape.
Quick. Contact the pesto police.
Follows an inmate's fight. Maybe it was intimate. I don't know.
Can I tell you something?
From Rene Vezine prison last week during an outing to a planetarium. French
The
prison.
prisoners get to go to a planetarium?
At this particular one, they did, yes.
Months ago, you got to get it signed by your warden, but we take you out. It'd be a wonderful day.
French prisons hold some 85,000 inmates, far exceeding the official capacity of 62,509 spots.
We didn't count right.
The average occupancy rate is at 135%.
Jeez.
With 29 facilities surpassing 200%.
So it's off to the planetarium.
They have, yeah, exactly. They have an overflow problem.
So we're going to the planetarium, and then we go to the zoo. It's going to be wonderful. It's there. You have so much fun.
If you tune in to the Today Show this morning and for the near future, Savannah Guthrie will notably be absent. She told viewers Friday that she has felt like Peter Brady these past few weeks and months. She said, some of you have noticed that my voice has been very scratchy and started to scratch a little bit like Peter Brady.
Yeah, and I noticed she had trouble saying pork chops and apples.
When it's time to change, then it's time to change.
There's Peter.
Don't bite the tiger.
She went on to explain that the cause of her throat problems are, she said, I have vocal nodules.
Totally natural, Peter. This is the time in life where you're going to get hair on your balls. What, Dad?
If only... All right, thank you, Marissa. Before we dive into anything here, I would like to reiterate the fact that we had our WMMAMMYS awards, the Whammys, and it's the Everything That Rocks Awards in advance of the Grammys, and here are our winners. The Breakout Rock Artist of the Year was Youngblood.
Yeah.
Whammy!
The Rock Song of the Year is Even If It Kills Me from Papa Roach.
Whammy!
The Rock Tour of the Year is Metallica,
Whammy!
the M72 World Tour. And Rock Artist of the Year, Ozzy Osbourne.
Whammy!
And they all get whammies. Congratulations. And thank you to everybody who took the time to vote. It really didn't take much time to do it, but we appreciate you putting in the effort for that.
By the way, that was an award ceremony that took 10 minutes.
Yes, it can be done.
It can be done.
Exactly. Real quick, a shout out. I got this email from Martha Hannon, and she says, hey, Preston, can you do a shout out to my fabulous nephew? His birthday is February 1st, so I'm going to do it today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love Sister Jen and Aunt Mo. His name is Robbie Walsh in Morristown, New Jersey. Loves you guys. Goes to a lot of your events. And she says, see you at Montage. We're the Cologuard Express sled. So there you go.
I love that.
There's a shout out for you, Robbie. So happy birthday. All right. Today is Friday, and we're loaded up with stories from the world of food. So let's do it.
It's time for the Connoisseur.
All right, so we've got a variety of stories that focus in the world of food. We were chatting earlier this morning about the Valentine's Day, restaurant reservation scenario.
Always a little bit of a, you ruminate on it. You want to do something that's going to be romantic, that fits within your budget. You got a couple of variables to consider.
Yep. So Yelp has come up with their top 100 most romantic restaurants in the United States.
All right, I'm going to ask ahead of the curve here.
Yeah.
Any one of these in Philadelphia?
Not only are there in Philadelphia, there's one in the top 10.
Yay!
Yeah. So that's a good thing. So I'm just going to give you the top 10, by the way.
Yeah,
so the ranking is based on ratings of reviews from Yelp's Elite Squad members and includes places all over the country. So what is the most swoon-worthy spot to dine for date nights, anniversaries, or just because? Well, it's a place called Cafe Monarch in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Cafe Monarch.
Yeah, it is a highly acclaimed, award-winning restaurant known for its 4-course prefix menus and tableside service as well as its delicious food.
How many boners does it get?
It does not.
Oh, they're not awarding a boner system?
By boners. No.
Because romantic, I thought.
Yeah.
Coming in second is Sotto in Cincinnati, which is an underground Italian eatery known for its rustic charm and simple, elegant dishes.
Did you say suckhole?
No, I didn't say suckhole. I said Sotto.
Oh.
Sotto. Do you guys have a romantic spot as far as restaurants go, or one that you consider a, where you'd like to dine with your significant other?
Yeah, well, that are just for mood and there's a number. You know what I used to love, and it's not around anymore, is 19. The
on the top of the 19 at the Bellevue.
Yeah. Which
that
was just a beautiful view of the city. It was a gorgeous room itself.
Yeah.
And just really a perfect atmosphere.
Yeah.
No, we it's usually like, where do we have a gift card to? That's kind of like what it boils down to.
We have a romantic spot, but it's for like a different reason. It's not necessarily atmosphere. It is when Matt and I started hanging out again. The first place we caught up was at a bar called Butcher Bar, and we sat in these 2 stools in the corner, and that's kind of like our spot.
Yeah.
So the go-to where we're celebrating events that are like Valentine's Day, we go to Jake's in Manayunk.
Great spot, yeah.
It's not necessarily like a Riverview or whatever, but it's a lovely little restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember the name of the place. Rochelle and I haven't been there in a long time, and I'm using my Photos
I love
app to zoom in on Conshohocken.
It's not the Spring Mill Cafe,
It is the Spring Mill Cafe.
Yes.
Thank you, Marissa.
I think of you every time I drive by that place.
Thank you.
So is that
Is
your new romantic jam?
No, it's our old romantic jam.
Oh, your old romantic jam.
We haven't been to a place that I would call a romantic jam in a while, but Spring Mill Cafe is, I think it's, back in the day, it used to be like an old general store.
Nice.
It's made of stone, and some of the interior still has a little bit of that feel to it, but it's very, very small. And
Low lit?
It's low lit and romantic.
Do you know what I find also? I go to this place. They're known for having the meat.
Yeah.
It's called Arby's.
Arby's.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And man, just perfect atmosphere.
Forgot about that place. All right, so other restaurants on this list, Chibo in Phoenix, the Pink Door in Seattle, Chichio Mio in Chicago, Cafe Emile in New Orleans. At number 7 is Cesarina in San Diego. And at number 8, Tallulah's Garden in Philadelphia.
Oh.
And that one is one you have to book way, way, way in advance, right? It's very, very small, right? If I remember.
No, it's actually pretty big, but the reservations do fill up. Like if you want to go there for Valentine's Day, make your reservation now. Matt picked me up after we hung out. He picked me up for a date, and we literally drove like 2 blocks. And I was like, "Where are you taking me?" He's like, "I don't know. You want to guess?" And I was like, "Tallulah's Garden." And he literally hit the brakes. He's like, "How the hell did you know that?"
Wow.
Like, I kind of figure if you Google most romantic restaurant in Philadelphia, it would be that. So
number 9 is Mama's Fish House.
Mama's Fish House.
And that's in Hawaii.
You want some fish?
And the last one is Burns Steakhouse in Tampa. Burns is spelled Berns, so I guess it's short for maybe Bernie's or something.
Yeah.
Bernadette.
Maybe Bernadette, St. Bernadette's.
What is a romantic meal? What will you get?
Oh, I don't know.
What makes you horny? What gives you a boner?
I don't think of food as romantic.
But I know people do oysters and stuff like that, aphrodisiacs.
I mean, if you're talking about getting romantic afterwards, it's gonna have to be a light meal. Right?
Cauliflower.
Yeah, definitely not cauliflower.
not a T-bone.
No, not a T-bone.
Yeah, black coffee, bran muffins, and cauliflower.
But yeah, if I was thinking about maybe getting a little bit busy afterwards, because normally at a dinner I'm a soup, appetizer, main course and dessert guy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to get a little busy afterwards, I might have to cut 1 or 2 of those things out.
You don't find that the romantic juices start flowing after a huge dump?
Yeah, exactly.
What would you cut out, Case? Because I know your meal and what you like to have. Would you cut out the soup?
No, appetizer. No. Well, it also depends on the soup that they have, right? So if I didn't care for the soup, I would, cut that out. But I would cut out an appetizer and a dessert most likely.
Appetizer and dessert?
Yeah.
Okay, in order to have room for...
Yeah.
I find myself, like a dessert is never necessary. Occasionally I'll definitely now and then, but the thing that can get peeled off quickly is in a regular standard meal is, I consider that like a plus, a perk.
Well,
but I don't consider it actually part of the meal.
For me, dessert, it all depends on what they bring out on the tray, right?
Yeah.
So if there's a bread pudding in there, I'm like, I'm probably going to go for the bread pudding.
Now you're talking,
yeah. We went
How
out
about a brulee?
We went out. No, my wife loves that though.
Right.
I'm not a brulee guy. But
You're a brulee guy, Preston.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're the brulee brothers.
But we went out to dinner as a family a couple of weeks ago, and they had carrot cake on the. I was like, yep. So I mean, those are my kryptonites: carrot cake and bread pudding.
Here I am saying I blow up dessert, and you're mentioning all my faves. Yeah.
If I hear tiramisu. I'll probably be on board for dessert.
How many boners?
I'll give it like a 5 out of 5 boners.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Good tiramisu.
Yeah.
I've had inferior.
So anyhow, I thought you might find that interesting, but Tallulah's Garden is, as far as Yelp goes, that's in the top 10 for the 100 most romantic spots. All right. We have a food clip to play. Our sponsor of the Connoisseur is Acme. And we will go to the Xfinity guest line if you can tell us what movie this food clip is from.
I remember days like this when my father took me into the forest and we ate wild blueberries more than 20 years ago.
All right, 610-660-9333 is the number.
By the way, shout out, I know you're going to agree with this, Casey, to Acme's brand of chocolate chip cookies that they make from their bakery. They still are top level chocolate chip cookies.
Agreed.
Order up. So, I have a couple of Philadelphia-based stories here for you that I found interesting in the world of food. The concourse at Comcast Center.
The Concom.
Marissa, have you ever been in there?
Yeah, there's a couple of great restaurants down there, and it's just fun to explore the Comcast Center.
So they now have the Mini Mac Mart. It's the 18th and Arch Street kiosk, and it just opened on the 20th. The Mini Mac Mart is the first ever kiosk concept from the beloved Mac Mart by Marty and Pamela Lieberman. Serve up the brand's signature comfort food creations, along with a curated selection of local snacks and treats. It's open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and the Mini Mac Mart is designed with the workday crowd in mind.
I hear the Mini Mac Mart by Marty is mind-bound.
And they offer up fast, satisfying options for office lunches, mid-afternoon cravings, easy take-home dinners, and the all-convenient grab-and-go format.
There are people who love mac and cheese and the various iterations. When it's done to my specific requirements, I love it. So this sounds interesting.
Steve, I think you'd like these. These girls make really good mac and cheese. They started as a food truck. They had a brick and mortar. They just moved here. So it's on one corner of Arch Street. And then at the other corner is Biederman's, where you can walk over and get a caviar bump. They'll just put it right on your thumb. And
okay. So you don't
snort it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
A caviar bump?
Yeah. Like instead of taking a caviar in a spoon, they'll put it right on your thumb and you can just
literally put it where if it was cocaine, that's where you would snort it from. It's in the webbing between your thumb and your forefinger.
Exactly.
You can go to the other kiosk and get an Escar enema.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hang on, though. How much does a caviar bump cost?
$7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like caviar.
It's too salty.
Yeah, the flavor's too strong for me.
So I have had this conversation with some chefs recently, and they said that caviar has come so far from where we first had it. It's maybe try it again.
Okay.
I can't believe it's not caviar.
No, I did have some vegan caviar from Costco. It wasn't too bad.
At the heart of the menu are Mini Mac Mart's mac and cheese offerings, from the gooey original to creative flavor mashups. They also showcase a rotating lineup of local Philly favorites, including cinnamon milk buns from Huda, cupcakes and sweets from Sweetbox, fresh fruit lemonades from Dillonades, salads from Big Bite Salad Company, hoagies and wraps from Marinucci's, and more. And in addition to
all this.
To the walk-up service, they're available for pickup and delivery via DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats as well. They have take-home trays and catering and custom Mac bars offered as well through their through Mini Mac Mart and Easy Cater.
Wait a second, Preston. You know who won the challenge at the Camp Out for Hunger? It was Comcast.
Comcast, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and then another Philadelphia story. The Founders Philly Freeze Out is this weekend, tomorrow, actually. Maniac's Winter Street Festival, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Public art, food, drinks, enough activity to keep you busy between the stops. And there will be ice sculptures as the centerpiece. More than 20 are going to be installed throughout the neighborhood. Live carving demonstrations will be taking place along Main Street, so you can actually watch them do it throughout the day.
The Founders Philly Freeze. What is it?
It is the Founders Philly Freeze Out.
Sounds fabulous.
It does sound fabulous. Participation is free for their casual freeze out run that begins at 9 a.m. And they'll have a winter market, food trucks, moon bounce, walk through igloo, and a mobile gaming truck with shopping deals and Founders Brewing beer specials available at participating bars. And this overlaps with something I've mentioned before, and the reason I bring it up here now is the Manioc Chowder Crawl. Is taking place. And that's from noon to 4. And ticket holders can sample chowder from participating restaurants, each offering their own take on the winter staple. Advanced tickets start at $18. So that is this weekend in Manioc, if you would like to go to that.
You guys are chowder fans, yes?
Yeah, big time.
I am not so much, but there is, when you think about things that are appropriate for cold weather, that's definitely one of them.
Ryan?
So just got mentioned, Andrew, who does our videography here, his band is actually playing this festival over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
It's called Millennial Pause, and they'll be at the Grape Room during this. So just wanted to shout them out.
What time did you say when the gig is?
2 p.m.
All right, excellent. Go by and see Andrew, man. Love for you to check them out. All right, we are going to see if somebody knows what clip this is from.
I remember days like this when my father took me to the forest and we ate wild blueberries more than 20 years ago.
All right, it is Brian, who thinks he knows. Hey, Brian, good morning.
Gadzooks.
Gadzooks, Brian. All right, the movie, please.
That would be Conan the Barbarian.
Yes. Yeah. Correct, sir. Hang on, and you get yourself a $50 Acme Markets gift card. And their flash grocery delivery or pickup gets you fresh groceries in 30 minutes or less. All right, here is yet another clip to play for you. Let's see if you know what movie this is from.
Look, Mom, I made the prototype of the rocket out of macaroni. Look, Mom, I made a real rocket based on the macaroni prototype.
All right, 610-660-9333. Let's see if you know the answer. Order up. All right, I loved this story. I've been sitting on this one for a few days. Heinz is going all out on game day with the keg chup instead of ketchup.
A full keg filled with ketchup?
It is a nearly 2-foot tall ketchup keg that holds a ridiculous 114 ounces and pours straight from a spigot. After fans lost their minds over a teaser on Instagram last fall, the brand made the once jokey idea real, timing the January 27th launch perfectly for the big game. The oversized dispenser is designed for nonstop dipping with zero squeezing or shaking involved. You can use it as a centerpiece, or you can use it as the condiment dispenser.
Ketchup doesn't have the consistency that would allow a ketchup fountain.
No. Yeah, it'd be too
gooey.
Yeah. And if you watered it down, it ain't ketchup.
Be right. Yeah.
It ain't ketchup anymore. I love this. I absolutely love this idea. It's fun. I'm a ketchup fan, and I can see if you're having a party.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are going to be diving into different dips that might be worth getting and kind of fun. Fans can try to win one through Instagram giveaways now, or you can sign up for early access before it goes on sale later in 2026. I don't know exactly when, though.
I know you. You're all about the big game and putting on the party and getting your jerseys on and all that.
I'm going to need one of these.
All right, so it has to be pumped out, right?
It says it's out of a spigot case. I think it just uses, the weight, the pressure of the... It says the spigot is at the bottom. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
If you have all that ketchup sitting on...
Oh, no. Yep. Here's a video. We see that it does indeed have a pump at the top. So it'd be like one of those containers you see at the ballpark. Where you go to get your ketchup. So you can now get this at home, but it does look like a small beer keg.
It looks great.
Which is pretty cool. It's silver around the top and bottom, and then red in the middle, and obviously has the big Heinz logo on it, but instead of ketchup, it says keg chup.
To be honest, they should do a mustard. You got to really complete the package.
Maybe for, I don't know, as it gets closer to the World Series or something like that, they could come out with it. Heinz makes,
don't they? Yeah.
Because you can buy a 3-pack of ketchup, relish, and mustard.
All from Heinz.
From Heinz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. All right. We will see if somebody knows what movie this food clip is from.
Look, Mom, I made the prototype of the rocket out of macaroni. Look, Mom, I made a real rocket based on the macaroni prototype.
All right, we're going to go to Renee and see if she knows what that's from. Hi, Renee. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy No Sabro.
Oh, yeah.
Same to you, Renee. All right, what is the movie, please?
Despicable Me.
Yes.
Yep, hang on, Renee. And you just got yourself a $50 Acme Markets gift card. Congratulations. Congratulations, Acme Fresh Foods. Local flavors. All right, yet another clip to play. Let's see if you know what this is from.
I know this steak doesn't exist. After 9 years, you know what I realize? Ignorance is bliss.
All right, let's see if you know. Call now. Order up. Speaking of the big game, as we were just a moment ago, Super Bowl Sunday is the second biggest pizza day of the year. Anybody know what the first big pizza day of the year? I wouldn't have guessed this.
The biggest pizza day of the year. What the second biggest? Good Friday?
No. So Super Bowl is the second. So the first biggest pizza day. Anybody want to guess or no?
Does it have anything to do with Lent? Because I was thinking Ash Wednesday or something.
No, nothing to do with any religious holidays.
New Year's Eve.
Marissa got it.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
New Year's Eve sees more demand. But some parts of the country order more than others do, and a new report highlights the states that do. It analyzes Google Trends data from the last 10 Super Bowls to see where searches for pizza near me spike most on Super Bowl Sunday. And according to the research, Delaware is the most hungry, pizza-hungry state during the Super Bowl.
You have tax-free pizza?
Man,
That's
I don't know.
everything, right?
Now, this may be surprising since you can, and there's another little factoid here you guys are
A little
like.
bit of tid?
This may be surprising since you can drive through the state in a half an hour, but there is a funny explanation for this. Google Trends has a weird grouping quirk that lumps Philadelphia activity under Delaware, and Philly has had the highest pizza demand of any city for the last 8 Super Bowls.
So is Delaware piggybacking off us?
So Delaware wins, but only thanks to Philadelphia. Yeah.
We got robbed.
So Philadelphia, I did not know
5
that.
foot nothing.
Of the last
100 nothing.
of the last 8 Super Bowls has ordered more pizza than any city in the country.
It's funny because pizza's not my go-to Super Bowl food.
But you can add it to
like a gathering.
The buffet.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. If it's potluck, somebody's going to bring pizza.
Yeah,
But
after your
even-
bump of caviar.
Yeah, right.
But even at a like a buffet of sorts, at a party or whatever, pizza's not necessarily my go-to because usually at that point it's like room temperature.
Yeah.
I prefer my pizza to be warm, melty and all that.
Moist.
I love it moist. So if the pizza just got delivered, all right, I might be more inclined to go there.
I wonder if tomato pie falls under the pizza umbrella, right, Marissa?
It has to.
Right.
If you're having a party, get tomato pie.
Yeah.
Skip the pizza, tomato pie.
It's perfect at room temperature, and everybody goes for it, and it's easy to get.
Do purists delineate? But you raise a question. This could be a new conundrum for the ages.
Around here,
Yeah.
I think people would.
Or order the pizza like mid-game. So it comes fresh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can get a
Yeah.
hot one at halftime, maybe. But Steve, I would think that locally, you can't lump tomato pie in with pizza.
I don't think so.
It would
right?
be two different things,
Yeah.
I think. So North Dakota is the state that orders the least pizza on Super Bowl Sunday,
Pussies.
followed by Vermont and Alaska. None of those states have an NFL team either. So,
Oh, yeah.
states usually have about a 5.8% jump in pizza demand when their home team is playing in the game. So the tops are, as far as states go, Delaware is 1, Michigan is 2, then Pennsylvania 3, followed by Florida, Ohio, Arizona, Nevada, Maryland, Illinois, and South Carolina.
So New York's not in there because New York's super famous for at least New York City is.
New York pizza is phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's no choice about it. But we have strong contenders here.
And then I also got to get up to New Haven, Connecticut, because apparently that's like a pizza mecca.
Is that Mystic Pizza?
It's excellent. I've
That's
had
in
it.
Mystic, Connecticut.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Mystic Pizza is Greek pizza.
Yeah.
And it is sensational.
All right, we'll see if somebody can identify the movie that this clip comes from.
I know this steak doesn't exist. After 9 years, you know what I realize? Ignorance is bliss.
All right, we'll go to Greg. See if he knows. Good morning, Greg.
What's up? You guys rock.
Thank you, brother. All right, Greg, you know what movie that was from?
The Matrix.
Yeah, of course. Hold on, Greg. Thanks for calling in on the Xfinity guest line. We're going to set you up with a $50 gift card from our friends at Acme Markets. We'll queue up another one and see if you can tell what movie this one is from.
I hope you like shrimp cocktail because we want you to be the guest of honor at our wedding next week.
We would be delighted, but I hope it's not jumbo shrimp because I'm allergic to oxymorons.
All right, 610-660-9333. Let's see if you know. And order up. Got another one for you. I have two stories here. I'm lumped them into the snacks category. And we'll begin with this one. M&M's has recently been launching new and innovative flavors of their iconic candy. And they've just come up with 3 new limited edition flavors that are bakery themed. The new trio includes cherry chocolate cupcake, peanut butter cinnamon roll, and lemon meringue M&M's. The packaging of the new flavors is unique as well. Cherry chocolate cupcake comes in a cherry red bag, lemon meringue pie comes in a lemon yellowy bag, and peanut butter cinnamon roll comes in a reddish orange bag. The new offerings are part of M&M's upcoming dessert collection. Fans can vote on their favorite flavor that will be a part of M&M's permanent lineup.
I'd probably stay pretty far away from the lemon meringue one. The other two I could...
I do love lemon meringue, but that and the first cherry, I would probably favor the peanut butter cinnamon.
Yeah. I saw on, it was in my reels a couple of weeks ago, this woman, she's like, my husband refers to peanut M&Ms as regular M&Ms. To him, those are the regular M&Ms.
Right.
Right? And then like plain M&Ms, I guess would just be plain M&Ms.
Okay.
Right. We assume plain M&Ms came first, right?
Yeah.
They did.
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, they did. And but I know it, like I never grab a bag of plain M&Ms.
No.
They have to be peanut M&Ms. That's what I'll always go
Love
for.
them. That's how you get your protein.
So the reviewer from the kitchen said that cherry chocolate cupcake flavor got a 10 out of 10 rating with a taste similar to Cherry Garcia ice cream. Lemon meringue pie was also highly rated with a light zesty flavor and a texture of a meringue cookie. And the peanut butter cinnamon roll also got high marks with the mashup of flavors, and they'll be on the store shelves soon. So look for them at your local grocer.
You know what are really good? The brownie M&Ms. Have you had those?
No. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, there's a new snack mix from Chex Mix that features sweet and salty flavors in combination with M&Ms. It's appropriately named Chex Mix Sweet and Salty with milk chocolate M&Ms, and it is the first snack mix to be made with real M&Ms instead of generic chocolate pieces. So they're actually throwing the candy-coated M&Ms in there. The new snack mix features sweet milk chocolate M&Ms, crunchy Chex cereal, breadsticks, rye chips, salty peanuts, and pretzels.
And human teeth.
And it's joining the new Betty Crocker M&Ms cookie mix and Betty Crocker M&M's Fudgy Blondie mix as new additions on store shelves.
It's a porn movie.
I probably could have done without those little rye chips, and I do like those, but not necessarily mixed with chocolate. In my mind, it doesn't. That they don't. Those two flavors.
They don't jibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that, but I love the rye chips so much. I will get the bag of just rye chips and mix them with my Chex Mix.
Can you guys talk for a minute? I left something in the other.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, Steve, I wanted to ask you a question because I know you're not a trail mix guy or anything like that.
I've come around a little bit on some trail mixes, and what it really, I agree with you. What is the savory element of the trail mix?
Usually nuts of some sort.
Right. And so that to me is the make or break aspect of the trail mix.
Right.
So that's where I get critical. And that's, I shot a man once.
The only thing and it's funny because I do like the rye chip, but also my teeth don't like the rye chip. I got like brittle, horrible teeth. And so
you got to watch out for it.
Yeah, I know.
Do you find yourself, if you're eating that mix, are you eating it together, sweet and salty, or are you kind of eating an M&M and then eating the other chips by themselves?
When I eat it for the whole
package.
Yeah, it's what you're in it for that, man.
It's the mix.
Yeah.
By the way, the Chex Sweet and Salty Mix with M&Ms comes in 8-ounce and family-size 13.5-ounce bags, and is showing up on shelves now. We don't know if it's going to be a permanent or a limited edition.
They're going to select one to be the permanent, right?
No, that was the other M&Ms.
Oh,
this is the mix.
I'm so confused.
I know there's a lot here.
It's a lot
of material here.
I'm only one man.
All right, let's see if you know what movie this clip is from. Here we go.
I hope you like shrimp cocktail because we want you to be the guest of honor at our wedding next week.
We would be delighted, but I hope it's not jumbo shrimp because I'm allergic to oxymorons.
All right, 610-660-9333. We'll go to Haley and see if we can get that answer. Hi, Haley. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Haley, what is it? What movie?
That would be Wet Hot American Summer.
You got it!
Yay for Haley.
Hang on, and a $50 Acme Markets gift card, of course, is yours. We have another movie clip to play, and let's see if you know what this one's from. Food or drink is what will be mentioned.
Snowballs.
Yeah.
Snowballs. Where's the good Twinkies?
I like snowballs. I hate coconut, not the taste, consistency.
All right, 610-660-9333. Let's see if you know the answer to that. Order up. I got one more for you here, and I need to decide which one I'm going to go with.
Tough, right?
Yeah, how about this one? The smell of Texas barbecue will soon be in the air and available on some flights. Travelers on certain American Airlines flights will soon be able to enjoy food from a renowned Dallas barbecue spot. American Airlines announced Friday that a barbecue platter from Deep Ellum's award-winning Pecan Lodge, or Pecan Lodge, depending on how you want to pronounce this, will be available in February on first-class flights from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport to LaGuardia Airport and JFK as well. The meal available in February includes brisket, smoked sausage, macaroni and cheese, green beans, and potato salad.
And prepared by this place.
Yeah. Then in March, American will offer a chopped brisket sandwich with roasted green beans and creamy potato salad. Both options will be available for pre-ordering. It started now, actually.
So this is the second macaroni and cheese time it's been mentioned in this Connoisseur, and I love barbecue and mac and cheese and mixing them both.
Yes.
Right. So if I go to like Wilson's or whatever,
right,
you just get the mac and cheese and throw some brisket in there. When we do the thing at the Sequoia Outback, what's the name of that barbecue joint?
Oh, they're really good.
Yeah, it's at is it Jake's? Or it starts with a J. It's in Souderton.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll figure it out. But but mixing those two together and then you throw a little bit more barbecue sauce on top, man, that is that's the whole reason I weighed over 200 pounds.
The whole cabin is going to fill up with that smell, though.
Yeah.
Jesse's.
Yes.
Jesse's barbecue. Casey, I agree, and that is great hangover food. Excellent hangover food.
Sops up all that booze.
Yep, mac and cheese. It's a nice heavy one. Mac and cheese with some brisket and barbecue sauce. Fantastic. I'm all over it. So this is the partnership with American Airlines. Is the first time that this barbecue joint will be available in flight. I like to see them do that more often. I mean, you know, airplane food gets definitely a bad rap and sometimes very much warranted.
Say if you're flying to, well, like here you have a location that makes an obvious culinary choice. If you're flying to New Orleans, how about something that is, like a benet or something? Yeah, gumbo.
It's been a while since I've had a full meal on a flight.
Yeah.
Most of the flights I take are like 2.5 hours long. I usually don't fly farther than that.
Right.
And I can't remember if taking a flight all the way out to like the West Coast, if I got fed a meal or not. I don't remember.
When I flew internationally last year, but I can't remember. It was a very forgettable meal on both legs of the flight.
Last time we flew to, I remember having haggis and surströmming.
Oh, yeah.
That was the in-flight meal.
Yum,
the little durian fruit. Yeah.
All right, we'll attempt to get a winner here. See if somebody knows what movie this is from.
Snowballs.
Yeah.
Snowballs. Where's the good Twinkies?
I like snowballs. I hate coconut, not the taste, consistency.
All right, we will go to Scott. See if he knows the answer. Hey, Scott. Morning, bud.
Morning, guys. Sorry to bother you at work.
All good, brother. Name that movie.
It's Zombieland.
Of course. Yeah. Hang on, Scott. Got yourself a $50 Acme Markets gift card. Hungry in a hurry, Acme's flash grocery delivery or pickup gets you fresh groceries in 30 minutes or less. Fast, fresh, and right to your door. Acme Fresh Foods, local flavors. All right, we got to do one more. It's time for the Connoisseur Encore. With Marissa Magnotta. All right, Marissa, you got a story for us.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this one. Center City Restaurant Week was supposed to run through the 31st this Sunday, or the 1st, rather, 31st, Saturday. Anyway, because of the snowstorm last weekend, so many of the restaurants lost business. They decided to extend it until Wednesday, February 4th.
So you have more time to participate now.
So if you're not familiar with Center City Restaurant Week, 120 locations. They're offering discounted deals, 3-course dinner for $45 or $60. A lot of them are offering lunch for $20, which is a great opportunity. And they also offer reduced parking throughout the city in those areas. And it's a great time to try out restaurants that maybe are a little outside of your budget, or you just weren't motivated to try on your own. I always say Restaurant Week is the perfect time to try these places.
Nice.
And they put some of their highlighted dishes on the menu.
Is there a place you can find a definitive list of the restaurants that are participating?
Yep, you can go to the Center City District website. Not all of the restaurants are participating in the extension, but most of them are. Most of the people, over prepare for this time of year. So they, this helps their business. And it also just helps the businesses in Center City during a slow time. After the holidays, especially now with the snow, it's a little slow out there. I plucked off a couple of recommendations for you guys if you want to hear them.
Yeah.
One of them is tequilas. And you guys might know tequilas. It's been around for decades. They had a fire and they were closed for maybe 2 or 3 years. And they just reopened a couple months ago. And they opened up another little area in the back called La Jefa, named after their mother who passed away. Just a classic, iconic Mexican restaurant, great spot. Another one is Bolo, Latin American dining and rum bar. It's right next to Helium. So if you're heading into town for a show this weekend, that's a great spot. I always have to shout out some vegan restaurants. Charlie Was a Sinner, Bar Bon Bon, and Monster Vegan. Oyster House is another spot that's just been around for a long time. They have the most delicious seafood in the city. It's right on 15th and Sansom. There's a parking lot across the street. I know that's always some thoughts for you guys. And it is cleared out from snow. And then another one is Fork, which is in Old City. Another great spot, classic. And they just, I think it's one of the best deals to head to there. And then one I went to recently, Grand Cafe L'Aquila, is an Italian restaurant. They have great cocktails. I suggest their specialty Negroni. They pour it over coffee beans. So it has like a
Most
little
people don't stand
coffee.
for Negroni.
Right? I do.
He doesn't stand for baloney.
Okay, so hang on a second. Negroni, what is that? Because I'm thinking, what's the Japanese beer that I'm mixing this up with? What's Negroni?
Dos Equis?
No.
Not Sapporo.
No. But what is Negroni?
Okay, it's a mixture of gin, Campari, and a little bit of soda water.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cocktail.
It's a cocktail, yeah. It's like a red cocktail. It's very yummy and delicious.
All right.
So 120. But that's just a taste of 120 restaurants that'll be, serving these Restaurant Week menus. And remember to tip extra generously because they are limited, smaller bills that you're getting. And many of these restaurants will also be at the Tasties this Sunday at Live Casino.
This Sunday, that's right.
Yeah.
Big weekend for you, Marissa.
Yeah.
All right, Marissa Magnotta, thank you very much for Encore.
Tasting more, it's Encore.
And with that, we got to wrap up the Connoisseur segment for the week. We'll gather some things next week for you, my friend, so hopefully you will join us for that, too. We'll save a table for you.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back in a moment. We have a guest in our studio. It'll be Andy Woodhull, who's going to be performing this weekend through our friends at Helium Comedy Club. We'll tell you where, what, and why, and all that stuff when we get back. Stay put. Shown that on the radio. Do you have the little music? I don't know if you have any of those available, but when Mr. Brady sits down to tell Peter about the facts of life and so on,
Now, Peter, this is totally natural. It's a natural step in life. Your voice will change, and you're going to be getting hair on your balls.
So
Really, Dad?
Yeah. She went on to explain.
Well, I have to shave there, too. Well, that's a choice.
That's a choice. So she said, I have vocal nodules.
Hey, Dad, guess what?
I have hair on my balls. I just showed Alice.
Alice was good for all kinds of stuff. You could share things with her, and, she was a very important part of the family.
And she'd make you a sandwich.
And on top of that, a nice sandwich to go with your hairy balls. Kim Kardashian is taking her her brand building Bible to Masterclass. She's rolling out what she calls the 10 Commandments.
How about Kim shut the F up?
In a brand new course dropping this Thursday.
Wait, she should be doing all this with the holes in her brain?
Yeah. The seven deadly Kims.
The commandments featured mantras like "You are the product," "Define yourself before others do," and "Don't follow the feed, be the feed."
So, a list of things that are obvious nonsense.
Yeah,
that's what these are.
Yeah, and these are just.
You wouldn't even put that on a tablet.
These are just statements. You know.
Imagine if Moses came down from the mountain with this. You got to be kidding.
Don't follow.
We've been down here in the valley all this time, and that's the best you can come up with.
Be the feed.
Be the feed, like feed that you give chickens.
TMZ shared a behind-the-scenes look as Kim.
I didn't know what I was going to get. I went up there. It wasn't God. It was Kim Kardashian.
So TMZ shared behind-the-scenes look as Kim prepared for the class with her glam squad.
So shall it be written, so shall it be stupid.
In her Instagram story, Kim posted a link to a fake NDA that had signees agreeing to acknowledge that you're accessing privileged business intelligence, the proprietary mindset, methods, and mantras of Kim Kardashian.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going.
It keeps going.
She had a show that got terrible reviews. It got renewed. She's got the commandments. She's got Skims.
Commandments.
I mean, will it ever reach a saturation level?
I don't think so.
Doesn't seem to be.
No, I mean, she keeps
Kim going along.
Yeah, she does.
They keep breaking the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if that wasn't enough, she also is hosting a surprise TikTok event tonight. It's called Kimsmas Live.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna Kimuke.
Kimsmas.
Okay.
It is set to stream on TikTok at 9:30 tonight. If you're so inclined.
Well, but what about Hana Kim?
Hana Kim.
Hana Kim.
Hana Kim. Maybe that one would work.
Yeah.
Or Kimza.
Yeah, instead of Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
maybe that one too. And speaking of animals, we'll do one more story and then we'll wrap it up. Gary the Blue Snake is a popular Zootopia character. Has anybody seen
Zootopia
the new
2?
Zootopia?
No,
I have
the
not
first
either.
one.
Yeah, I'm talking about the second one. So in China, this character is a little too popular. Shanghai-based publication The Paper found that since the Disney movie's November 26 release, online sales of blue Indonesian pit vipers are soaring, with some of the venomous snakes selling for as much as $420. The trend has lawyers and experts jumping in to warn the risks of owning the highly venomous reptile whose bite is fatal, rarely, but it can be fatal. However, a bite can cause swelling and pain and serious tissue damage without prompt treatment. Experts also know that it's illegal to mail live or poisonous animals to China. But apparently they're becoming all the rage right now.
I mean, yeah.
Blue.
What is here? If you own, can you own a venomous snake within the United States?
Some people can, Steve, but I don't know.
Do you have to be certified?
Yeah, I don't know what the requirements are, but I definitely have heard of people that own, like rattlesnakes, and things like that.
Like a king cobra would be kind of cool to own.
Yeah,
but listen. If I were to own one, I would have it like devenomized. You know, you can do that, right? You can take out the venom sacs.
No idea.
Ball sacks?
Maybe you can take out their ball sacks.
Is that snake fixed?
But Steve, I don't know which states allow it or what the requirements are for you to do so. And certainly I think it's illegal for just anybody
right.
to go and grab
You can't have a pit of poisonous snakes at the door at PetSmart.
In Whitley Bay, wherever that is, a woman has been jailed after she was spotted having sex outside a busy shopping center in broad daylight. Rachel Hardy Gent, who had her breasts exposed and was naked from the waist down, was seen by a delivery driver engaging in the intimate act. Of course, a court heard that the pair were in full view of passersby and those using Parkview Shopping Center. So please recall, Hardy Gent was arrested and later found to be carrying a broken wine bottle neck in her bra.
Oh, my God. I do that too.
Hardy Gent has now been jailed for 16 weeks after she pleaded guilty to outraging public decency, possession of an offensive weapon, and breaching a suspended sentence.
Hardy Gent and Kinky Kelly, this sounds like an early Springsteen song.
A delivery driver was dropping off goods and was traveling down the trade entrance when he spotted her and a male. The prosecutor said they were laying on the floor having sex. This defendant is said to be naked from the waist down. She also had her chest exposed. The male in question had his trousers and underwear pulled down, clearly having sex. It was plainly in sight of members of the public.
Jen, Kinky Kelly having sex outside the LA Fitness. Hey, man! Have you seen the mugshot? It's the last person you'd ever want to have sex with.
So members of the public passing by could be seen by people using the shopping center, and the police became involved, and the defendant was arrested. She was taken into custody and searched, and in her bra, a jagged end of a bottle was found, a bottle of wine possibly. So here's what's interesting. So the court heard that Hardy Gent had 58 offenses on her record. Mark Stiles defending said that Hardy Gent wants to be sent to prison.
Oh, okay.
She said she drank so much. He said she drank so much alcohol on the day in the question. She blacked out and has no idea how she ended up outside the shopping center. She had the glass bottle for her own protection, but had no intention of using it. She wants to get help with her alcohol misuse and housing matters, and it's upsetting application to me to ask that she be sent to prison, but that's what she wants, and she's an adult, so perhaps she knows what's best for her. So,
well, she's taken control of the situation and realizes that when you find broken bottle parts in your bra, things have gotten away from you.
Yep, and I think they have. So she wants to be sent away.
Though she was outside in LA Fitness, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, ironic you said that, Steve. There is a Snap Fitness
right outside.
Okay, that's where you snap the top of the bottle off and put it in your bra.
Let me go. This is apropos to what's going on in our studio today. I'll go to John. Hey, John. Good morning, buddy.
Hey, bitches. What's happening?
Hey, what? All right, brother. What have you never done that most people have done before, and you've never done it in your life?
My next birthday, I will be 71, and I have never had a fast food hamburger.
71, and you've never had a fast food hamburger. Let me tell you something, man. It's like medicine. It's really good for you.
Right.
It's good for your soul.
If you want to hit, man. Take two Burger King.
Try the Burger King Krabby Whopper, which we have here in the studio this morning.
And call me in the morning.
All right. So, John, have you actively avoided that?
Yes.
And for what reason?
I have a problem because I don't know what's in the meat.
Okay. So you're suspect of what you're being served.
That's correct. I'll eat the hell out of a hot dog, but
you'll eat a hot dog.
You'll realize how crazy that sounds.
Know what's in a hot dog?
Yeah. That you're terrified of the burgers, but you'll eat a hot dog.
Dude, honestly, that's like, crackheads look down at heroin addicts and heroin addicts look down at crackheads. I actually swear to God.
So, but John, you'll buy ground beef from the store, you'll patty that up, and you'll make burgers at home.
Yes, I will.
But it's when it comes to, even if it, okay, what about a non-fast food? What about like a casual dining place?
That's still highly suspect in my eyes.
Yeah,
that's interesting, John. I wonder what put that in your head.
There's something, maybe it is mine, but the fact that would you go to like a roadside stand and order a hot dog and eat it?
Yeah.
I mean, that is completely antithetical to the I don't know what's in this meat argument.
When I was a kid, when the first McDonald's opened where I grew up, my mom would take us out to when she went and got groceries, and we'd hit McDonald's and we'd pull up, and she's all right, 7 hamburgers and 1 hot dog.
I didn't even know they sold
hot dogs.
They did hot dogs at one point at McDonald's. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting, John. Do you think you will ever do it? You know that one time's not gonna hurt you.
No, I will never do it.
Wow.
All right,
okay.
Wait, you might have already asked this. What about like
everything I believe in?
What about like fast casual? Something like a Five.
You said no.
I already asked.
Yeah. All right. I'm telling you, man. Five Guys and Smash Burger are so good, dude. You don't know what you're
He's
missing
not doing
out
it. He's not doing it.
All right, John. Standing by your guns, right?
All right, man.
Yeah, and I've never been to a professional ball game of any kind.
Okay. Never been to a professional sporting event. All right.
I'm going to ask this. Do you have a lot of money sewn up in a mattress?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
In world, I don't believe so.
And John, have you actively avoided that, or has it just been, it's just never happened?
No, there was never anything in the area where I grew up.
All
it
right.
was hundreds of miles to get to the nearest professional team of any size.
So I can see that. Where you were raised, you were not exposed to it. It's not something you decided you needed in your life. I just think by sheer happenstance, if you walk around in any major city or just even in the suburbs, by accident, a piece of burger is going to fly into your mouth.
At a barbecue or a picnic or something?
Yeah, but that's not fast food.
No,
that's different.
But
he won't do it because
you need something that where you know what's in it, like a hot dog.
Like a hot dog. You know every single
All
ingredient.
right, John, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Wow, that's a
like
good one.
Spam.
Let's see. All right, we will go to Nicole. Hi there, Nicole. Good morning.
Chicken pot, chicken pot, chicken pot pie.
All right, Nicole, what is something that you have never done that most people have?
I don't know how, nor have I ever played checkers, and I'm 53 years old.
Okay.
53 and never played checkers.
Have you ever played chess? It's probably a silly question.
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, no one's... I don't...
Oh, we're losing you.
I want to play. I want.
Okay.
I want to play. I want to play checkers, but no one will teach me, and I don't know why. And I watch kids and old people and everybody do it. I've seen it in the park, and no one has ever taught me. I have older sisters, and I guess they just never wanted to teach me.
I can't even imagine. Who wouldn't teach you checkers?
Is there a chance they don't like you, Nicole? Thank you very much, Marissa. Our next guest is performing at the Rooms at Fittler Club tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow's sold out, by the way, so we're going to get tickets to get them tonight. Now, if that doesn't sound familiar to you, it's in conjunction with Helium Comedy Club, so that's no problem. You get tickets through heliumcomedy.com, and you'll be able to see this gentleman who, by the way, little historic fact about him, in 2014, the first comedian to make his network television debut on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Woodhull.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. What a lovely introduction.
Thank you. We tried.
The conquering hero returns.
And you are returning. You've been to Philly. We were just talking about that a
this
few
is my
times.
third time in Philly. This is my third time, yeah.
Cool,
you
man.
are technically, well, you got your start in St. Louis. Right?
That's right. Wow, you guys are really well informed.
Where were you born?
I was born in Indiana. In Elkhart, Indiana, the motorhome capital of the world, baby.
Motorhome capital of the
Have you ever owned a motorhome?
No, I've never owned a motorhome.
Okay,
I've just known people that worked in factories.
Okay, so question. Born in Indiana, but what about in St. Louis? How long were you there?
5, 6 years.
Okay. Were you confused? I'm from St. Louis.
Yeah, I was very confused about the Hoosier thing.
The Hoosier
I was
thing.
very
Okay.
confused about it, yeah.
So people from Indiana are known as Hoosiers. That is not what it means in St. Louis.
No.
Hoosier, or if you want to change it to Hoosier, which we used to, means the ultimate redneck.
Really?
Essentially.
So it's a pejorative.
Yeah, big time.
I had a hard time with it when I moved there. And I had a public speaking class, maybe the very beginning of my stand-up career, where I gave a persuasive speech to try to encourage people to use Hoosier in a positive light. It was a big hit.
Well, it had the
I wish I could
halo
remember
effect.
the jokes from it.
The movie obviously makes it an endearing.
Of course, it's a classic.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest sports movies of all time. But not in St. Louis, man. Hoosier is that is absolutely it's a complete insult if somebody calls you a Hoosier.
Ultimate redneck.
Yeah.
And I was doing some reading on you. It was a funny bone. Is that the?
Yeah, it was there was a funny bone in town there in St. Louis, and they had a open mic night, and I went there and did it, and I just I got addicted to it, and it just became my whole life. It's all I did, and now here I am, almost 23, 24 years later.
It's pretty wild because and you had something that happened to me. I did stand up for a while, but the classic thing is you get up the first time and you bomb. You didn't bomb the first time.
No, I did well. Well. What happened to me was I did well, but I didn't really understand how comedy worked, and this is a long time, and now everybody knows about comedy, and now everybody knows about open mic nights, and every comedian has a pocket. It's the most popular thing in the country. But this is 2003 when I was starting, and I thought that my one open mic night was like an audition to be a comedian.
Now you're in.
That's what I thought. And I thought I did well, and then I signed up for the next week, and I didn't make it on the list. And so I thought, well, I guess I failed the audition. I thought it went well, but it must not have gone as well as I thought.
Yeah.
And then luckily I ran into a comedian that had been at the same open mic night. And he's like, why don't you come anymore? And I said, well, I didn't make it. I got cut or whatever. And he was like, you may be one of the dumbest people I know, but there's no cut. the first time you sign up, they always let you on the list because first time open micers usually bring their friends.
Yeah.
So they always let you on the list.
You had,
that's the reason you were on the first time. And now you have to come like be kind of a part of the community. And so then I started doing that, and I made these great friends, and I was at the club every night of the week.
That's part of the process. And then what happens is the places won't have you or put you on the list unless you're bringing people down. And so what happens is your friends get sick of going down to see you, but you had your first time was like a packed room,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
So
Everyone wants to see the
stuff.
first time. No one wants to see the 8th time.
I was reading about you and your so you're a Seinfeld fan and you read his book.
Yes.
And Seinfeld, there's that scene in the documentary where I don't know if it's legitimately his legal pad notes, but it looks like it's filling up a street. And you were kind of following that example. Right?
Yeah, I was. And I was doing that like through high school and college. I didn't start till after college, but through high school and college, I kind of kept a notebook because I had idolized Seinfeld. That's what he said he did. So when I went to this open mic night, I had notebooks full of joke ideas.
That's pretty wild.
I wasn't like from scratch. I was trying these. Of course, I had no idea how to put together a set or if anything was good. And I thought what was going to be 5 minutes was really a minute and a half. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't. Your sense of timing is off. Because if you're bombing, it's going to go fast. And if you're doing well, it's a wholly other thing. Yeah.
Crazy thing.
Let me ask you. So, have you had a chance to meet Seinfeld in all your years of adoration of him?
No, I never have. I'm like 1 degree away. I'm so close.
So close.
I'm so close. Jerry, if you're out there, I'd love to say hi.
Do you think he's the type of person, though, like you don't want to meet your idol?
We've heard that.
I know people have said that, but I also know comedians that have hung out with him and said he was great. I've heard that it can be a little prickly, but I've also heard that he loves comedians, which there's this thing that I always think about with comedians. I don't know if you ever listened to or read Bob Newhart's book.
Yeah.
But he says comedians is the most exclusive fraternity in the country, maybe in the world now. And it is true because when you meet another comedian, you immediately have this shared experience that you can talk about. I found myself at a 4th of July party one time, and I didn't know anybody there, but Bobcat Goldthwait was there.
Yeah.
And so me and Bobcat just talked for the whole party. I had never met him before, but he was just like, oh, that club manager's a jerk. And that one, we just had this thing. Yeah, so I feel Jerry and I would be friends.
It's like being a Freemason. Right?
It's wild.
Yeah, we have a ring, and there's a ritual that you have to do, but everyone does it.
But I mean, I think we're all Seinfeld fans here, and we had him on the show last year, and we were all kind of like worried about it. We're like, what are we going to get? We didn't know if it was going to be good.
He was terrific,
and he was great. He was really,
it
really
didn't dawn on me till about halfway through. I'm like, oh, he wants to sell tickets to the show. He's being very nice. But he was a great interview. He was easy to talk to.
Did he mention me?
He said, one day, Andy.
The subtext was all about you.
I'm going to get to meet him.
Yeah.
And then you actually, you had an encounter with Mike Birbiglia. And you were doing a type of material. And I think I'm always fascinated with the process of how a comedian finds his voice or her voice. And because it's a tough thing. You're going up on stage, you don't know what to do. And so explain what happened with Birbiglia, because I think it's a very astute observation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one funny thing before, like my friend Tommy Jonigan and I, who is also a very talented comedian, we tied for this contest at the Springfield Funny Bone, which, was a drive from St. Louis, but you would drive anywhere to get stage time at that time. And the prize was we got to split the opening spot, which if you know comedy, usually it's a host, a feature act, and then a headliner. And so we're splitting the spot in the middle because the guy that owned the club was always the host, and he was terrible. But so we're splitting the opening spot. We get there, and the hotel room has one bed. It's our first time ever being on the road, and there's just one bed and two 23-year-old. Actually, Tommy was maybe 19 because he's younger than me. And we're like, but I guess we're doing it. We're on the road. You know, we have a great time. And we got booked to split the middle spot again like 3 months later. And we said, and here's our hard demand. We want a room with 2 beds. And the people at the club were like, have you never stayed at a hotel? Why didn't you ask for 2 beds? They also have, you took a king and they also have 2 queen. So this is hilarious. But we did that week. Mike Birbiglia was the headliner. I was just in awe of how funny he was, and he made a point to us because young comedians are always asking the headliners for advice, and we were asking advice. He goes, when I was doing Seinfeld type observational stuff, because someone else is going to think of that same joke. You got to start taking things from your own life and writing about those, and then there's no chance that someone else will think of the same joke. Well, there's still a chance, I guess, but it will be specific to you in a way that you're going to be more original, and that we can kind of change everything for me. Yeah.
And then is that how you live? I mean, as far as creating material goes, you still use that as the core piece of advice?
Yeah, that's how.
Okay.
I mean, it's everything you hear in my act. I would say is about 90% true now, and it's not unique to me. This has become like the most popular way to do stand-up. It was a revelation at the time, but now it's like what everyone's doing.
But that's right, because nothing is, for whatever, however I've done it, I've managed to make a living throughout my life writing comedy or doing comedy. And nothing sucks more than, somebody went on national TV and burned that concept.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling. Because
the last thing you want to be like, the word is like with the Matt and Trey at South Park, they are fastidiously making sure that the concept hasn't been put out there before, because you can't help but look like you're liberating material.
Yeah, of course.
And it's not necessarily that you have to have funny things happen to you. It's your view on what's going on.
Yeah.
Pete Holmes is a great example of that. He just takes stuff that happens every day, and he's like, well, what if you think about it this way? Boom, and then you get gold, Hopefully you get gold.
Well, I do every time. Have you ever seen the material?
Goddamn time.
No doubt.
What's your favorite? What makes you laugh the most? I mean, not from other comedians, but in your life. I mean, what do you really?
I
Where
don't
do you
know.
find
Normal
humor?
stuff.
Yeah.
People falling down, people getting hit in the junk. I'm just like what everybody
America's
loves.
Funniest Home Videos.
Same.
Marissa enjoys it when kids fall down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Anybody.
Especially
actually.
wheelchair-bound kids.
Now with like the snow, people falling on ice.
Oh, yeah, just sit outside with a hot chocolate and soak it in.
The only thing, I don't mind somebody falling. It's when they hit their head is when I'm like, oh, I can't.
And you see the follow-up footage of them being spoon-fed.
There was a video I just saw for the first time. My husband showed it to me. He's like, oh, I'm glad this one came back around. And I was like, I've never seen it before. It was from The Amazing Race in 2011. And this woman is shooting like a watermelon at some armor. And she pulls it back and she says something like, right in the kisser. And when she lets go, it flings back and hits her in the head and she falls back. The watermelon explodes. And I did wait for a second to make sure that she was okay. And she got up, and then we watched it for 10 minutes straight because it is hilarious.
They'll freely admit this. Like, we'll watch this.
Like, you got it already.
It's Marissa's favorite kind of comedy.
But I just couldn't believe that this video was 15 years old and I had never seen it before.
To that point about not getting hurt, like Tom Bergeron when he was hosting, and we've had Alfonso Ribeiro from AFV.
Oh yeah,
and the in the Saget days they were very aggressive about no one got hurt. And Bergeron started to say, well, it was less important. It was less important. It's okay. And I think now with this current state, you could be decapitated. They're still going to put it on.
That's so funny. I was writing on this show one time, hosted by Steve Austin, and Steve-O was a guest, and the producers kept being like, we should do what should we do with Steve-O on this episode? What do we do with him on this episode? And then my whole job was like, I would just write at the end of the episode. Steve Austin would be like, here's 3 things I learned while I was hanging out with Steve-O. So I'm not barely involved with the show,
right.
Other than trying to come up with this like button of a joke at the end.
Yeah.
And I came up with all these ideas for Steve-O, and they're like, we can't ask him to do it, because it was like stuff like get shot with with whatever like launcher, whatever.
Yeah.
And then every suggestion I did, Steve-O suggested for himself. Everything I said that was shut
The
down.
guy's never not.
Shut down by the producers by being like, we can't ask someone to do that. He just like out of nowhere was like, what if they shoot me in the behind? What if we do that?
And we've had him on many times. There's not much he won't do. I wanted to ask you about when you first started. You had, I don't know if you've seen this Guy Fieri Super Bowl ad. That is, he kind of regular guys himself up, and you kind of look like the guy that was your
I look like Guy Fieri in his boring guy makeup.
When you first started, was there a conscious effort to sort of, be a little bit more?
So funny. No.
The beard.
Here's what happened. This is how my look has been dictated my entire life. I used to be married to a woman that liked clean shaven, shorter hair. And then we split up. We got a divorce. And I grew a beard immediately because she hated beard so much. So I was like, here's how I'm going to keep her away. I'm going to grow a beard. And then like I was dating and women were like, you look good with a beard. And I was like, well, that's all I need to know to keep a beard. And then during the pandemic, my hair grew out long because, just because you couldn't get a haircut. And the woman that I was with then was like, your hair looks really good long. So that's, I just kept, I'm very influenced by whatever woman I'm sleeping with at the specific time as to how I look.
You get one compliment from a woman and you will adopt that as a lifestyle.
Has that informed your wardrobe too?
Yes, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I mean... Well, although I think this shirt was a gift from my mother-in-law, so that also influences me.
Because you have a very sort of Northwest, maybe Seattle sort of,
Oh, thank you. That's cool.
Yeah. Quasi.
I try to keep all the Indiana inside. It's living in there. The Hoosier is there.
When does it come out the most?
When the Hoosiers went to the national championship game and they played the Rose Bowl, in Pasadena, which is near where I live. And I have another friend from Indiana, and he's like, we should go to the Rose Bowl. And we got tickets, and just being in the stands with it was mostly Hoosier fans there, and I was just looking around like every one of these guys could be a cousin of mine. I've never felt like I fit in more than I feel like right now.
If you're just tuning in, Andy Woodhull is here, and he's performing at the Rooms at the Fittler Club, and you can get tickets through heliumcomedy.com. It's by the 23rd Street Armory, Marissa was just telling me. You'd mentioned the Steve Austin show. Have you written for any other TV programs?
Yeah. The reason I moved to LA in 2020 was to write on this show called The Movie Show, which I still think is maybe the funniest show that's ever been on TV. No one's ever heard of it. But it was on the Sci-Fi Network, and it was hosted by puppets. It was just like puppets, and then we would do sketches. We would do sketches like the puppets would interview the shark from Jaws, and it would be a guy in a cheap-looking shark costume, and it was just the most fun I ever had in my life. But also...
Was that like a one season?
We only got to do one season, unfortunately. It was 2020, so all the movies that we were going to get paid to promote on the show pulled from the theaters, so we did like classic movies.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't as successful as it was projected to be. But that... And I'm on a show right now. It's funny you mentioned America's Funniest on Videos. I'm on a show called Totally Funny Animals. We just finished our second season, taping it last year. I think it starts coming out in April. It's the exact same as America's Funniest on Videos, other than not many people have heard of it. I'm the host, and it's only animals who were not hurt. Yeah. The animals were not hurt.
They're going to be more pedantic about that than the humans.
The humans in the videos, some of them died, but the animals are safe.
Where do we find it?
It's on the CW, so it's on the CW app. You can find it there. But it was fun to be the host. It was fun to be the host of a show.
So you're currently married, yes?
Yes, I am married.
You married a woman with 2 daughters?
That was my first marriage. My first marriage, she had 2 daughters, and this is my second marriage. And we have a 4-month-old.
Okay.
This is only my... Yeah, I took 4 months off the road, so I'm just barely back.
Is there a massive difference or a small difference, or what kind of difference is there with your own and having stepkids?
Well, the stepkids weren't babies. That's the biggest difference. They came pre-programmed with a lot of features that the baby doesn't have.
Pre-programmed?
Yeah. Well, programmed maybe is wrong the word, but they were potty trained and slept in their own rooms and stuff.
Okay. So they were.
So it's a different experience.
Were
Yeah,
able to tell you if they were hungry or tired?
Yeah. And it's just crazy because it's my second marriage too. Is anybody else in their second? Marriage? No, you guys are all first.
Yeah.
First marriage. Well, I've been polling audiences across the country, and you're not going to believe this, but I prefer my second marriage, and everyone I've talked to also prefers their second marriage. So I don't know how that makes you guys feel, still being in your first marriage, knowing that 100% of the people surveyed prefer their second marriage. One day you'll get there. You'll be happy. But even just like having the second marriage energy has been much easier for raising the kids. We're on the same page about a lot more stuff.
I guess that's part of the. I mean, I've been married for we got married in '97. So and I was never a fan of the starter marriage. What do you think happens? What would you say is the most glaring example of what makes two far superior to one?
She's much younger. I'm just a joke. That's a joke. I don't know. I think you're just older, so you know. And also, after you've had to go through a divorce, which is the worst thing that anyone can go through, then I think you know who you are better and who you like. You know specifically what you need in a partner.
Question: is this her second marriage?
No, it's her first.
I wonder if she'll enjoy her second marriage.
One day she'll be happy.
I wonder how much.
She's gonna get a younger guy with no beard. she's gonna go get with Guy Fieri.
My last husband wouldn't cut his hair ever.
Oh yeah.
Not to get too deep here, but what is the relationship with your ex-wife, and do you still have a relationship with your ex-stepdaughters?
I don't have much of a relationship at all with my ex-wife, but I have a great relationship with my ex-stepdaughter. They're doing great. I used to do a lot of bits about my stepdaughters. People mostly know me because I did this special that's got like 14 million views on YouTube about being a stepdad. And so I do happily give updates. They're 22 and 24. The younger one does tattoos. She's amazing. She's out of Virginia. I always try to hype her up. And the older one is in grad school. She wants to be an architect. I'm more proud of one than I am the other, but I would never say which one. That's not fair. That's not fair to them.
Do you have any tattoos yourself by any chance?
I have one tattoo. Yeah.
Did she do it for you?
She didn't, but she is going to. I have a very basic tattoo of a dog that I used to have. And she's going to make it more arty the next time.
Can you have her do a before and after a Guy Fieri on your back?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. My full back. 2 Guy Fieris. It's like my good angel and my bad angel. Should I bring this to Flavortown or not?
I was watching that special
every time I go to Flavortown.
The special's hilarious. And so when you do that, though, I mean, you don't have to completely let go of that material. It's germane to, right? I mean, to people in general, or?
I did completely let go of that material. I mean, I will talk about my relationship to them now, but I found it very weird, especially, that was the hardest year of stand-up that I had, my year after my divorce, because I didn't. It didn't feel good to tell those jokes like it was still happening.
Yeah.
It was that was a tough time in my life because I had this act that was also my life. And then when my life changed so drastically, your choices are put every joke in past tense or just lie about what's going on in your life. And neither felt good. So I wrote more than I ever wrote.
Did you call up Birbiglia and say F you?
So, all right, listen, I love stand-up comedy. I've loved it my entire life. I watched Half-Hour Comedy Hour, Short Attention Span Theater on Comedy Central. I love what you do. In fact, when I was younger, I wanted to do what you did, but then I realized that I can't do what you do. It is a very, very, you have a very specific skill set. But because I watch so much stand-up comedy, there's this one setup that I can't stand, all right? And it is, I was talking to this guy last week, or I was doing this thing last week, and I'm like, no, you weren't. You've been working on this material for a year now, and so. But I also understand it's a necessary crutch. Have you found your way around that crutch? And do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, and yeah. So most of my jokes, there's just no time. It's whatever. You know who does it the funniest way I've ever seen anyone get around that is Kevin Nealon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen him do it, but he'll set up jokes of like, I was talking to this guy, let's say a week and a half ago. Just like fully lets you know the timetable is made up on the spot. It's so funny.
Besides Jerry Seinfeld, because Kevin Nealon would fall squarely in that in that realm. Who else has served as a inspiration or muse for you?
Well, I would say there was a time when after I had gotten that advice from Mike Birbiglia, where he was a huge influence, even though we're the same age. So it's weird to look up to someone that's the same age as you. And then I had a friend, a comedian, that was like, you got to maybe stop watching the Mike Birbiglia because you sound too much like him in your act. So I stopped.
Did you start having sleep issues?
Yeah. I had to zip myself in a bag. No, I'm a normal human. No, just kidding. So I don't know. Yeah, I have lots of people that I have loved doing stand-up, and I like to think that I do my own thing now, but I know there's a little bit of Mitch Hedberg in me. I think, fellow Northern Indiana native Jim Gaffigan, that's in there for sure. Yeah. Especially like the clean aspect of it, which I was always fairly clean. And then in the last probably 6 years, I've leaned into being clean, which hasn't been kind of just don't curse.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of what we have to operate in here. You know? And so in a way, when, there years ago was the mad rush to, you can curse on satellite and blah, blah, blah. And it wore out its welcome quickly because if you have no line to cross, you can't cross the line. And so we found that in euphemizing things, it actually often sounds worse.
Oh my God,
it does. Yeah, it's funnier. I mean, and it's not it seems like a novel thing, but it's so much funnier to. I don't want to make up one on the spot, but it's always funnier. It's always funnier. I mean, the famous Seinfeld episode, the contest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where they have that contest, but they never say what it is.
Yeah.
And then later when I'm doing stand-up, I'm doing the same thing. I'm not saying the thing. I'm talking about adult topics, but I'm doing it in a way where after the show, old church leaders are like, thank you for keeping it clean. You know? But I had done like a joke about the filthiest thing.
Yeah.
So that just like became part of who I was as a comedian without me even thinking about it.
Yeah, no, I can see that. It's wild. You have a lot of groupies, old church ladies?
Yes, it's mostly ladies that wear red hats at the shows. You said it's sold out, so the red hats are turning up this week.
I love that you know about the red hats.
Well, you better believe I know about the red hats. They're my biggest fan base.
Wow. All right, so Andy, we got a break, but I want to remind people that the show tomorrow night is sold out. So if you want to get tickets, you got to get them for this evening. Is it 7:30? Do you know, Meredith?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
She's looking at porn on her phone.
I know. This is always digging into that stuff. Heliumcomedy.com to get those tickets. But 24th South 24th Street is where the room the Fiddler Club is located. So, man, we hope you have a great time while you're in Philly.
Thanks so much for having me on. It's great meeting you guys.
Really
nice.
Nice,
fun.
Really nice to meet you. Thank you. Let's hear it for Andy Woodhull, guys. Get your tickets now before they are gone. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Everyone likes it.
So, Nicole, I have an idea for you.
Everyone likes it.
Checkers is really, really easy to play, you don't even have to be taught. It's almost like an intuitive game. Do you have an iPhone?
I do.
Okay, so on your iPhone, you can use this. It's an app that's on your phone already, and it's in your text app. It's called Game Pigeon.
Oh,
and you can play games with other people through texting, and Checkers is in that.
Ooh.
You could start up a Checkers game with somebody, anybody, the person that you think would be most likely to play against you in Checkers.
And they may not even know it's you and therefore be inclined to play.
Because they don't like me.
Well, no, we're not saying that.
But everybody likes you.
Everybody likes you, and we like you.
All right.
We teach you
Everybody
checkers.
likes me.
All right.
And you know what you could do as well, Nicole?
I love you guys.
There are some restaurants and bars that are board game related, and you can look them up online. And if you go, I'll guarantee you somebody on the staff will teach you how to play and play with you.
You can get hammered.
Checkers. So, all right, we're going to let you go, Nicole, but thank you very much. That's interesting.
Never playing checkers.
But she's wanted to. That's a difference. So a lot of people, these things are calling in, they haven't wanted to do.
Right.
And so they don't do them, but she's wanted to and never had the opportunity.
I think a lot of people are afraid of there's a risk to playing checkers.
No, there's a risk.
It can be very lethal.
You might lose.
Yeah.
I mean, in Georgia, it was a hair-raising wake-up call for a family Friday morning as flames threatened their home. However, the homeowner, Erlene Rivera, said that she woke up to the sound of her bunny rabbit, Coco, thumping out a warning as her smoke detector sounded off.
Like Morse code?
She said, no, she said he knew something was happening. He started jumping and jumping.
The house is on fire.
The fire tore through the back of the home, entering the kitchen as she rushed to get everyone out. And she said, he was the first one that I pulled, his cage with him inside. Rivera, her sister, alongside her 92-year-old mother. I'm sure they're happy to know she got the rabbit first.
Well, I know where I stand.
Made it out safely. Christmas gifts in tow, all thanks to a rabbit who had hopped into action before flames could spread.
Could you go back in and get my vibrator?
Fire personnel said that they believe the fire started on the family's back porch, the same spot where they had gathered just one day earlier for Thanksgiving. The back of the home sustained significant damage on one side, and the kitchen had moderate fire damage. And it appears, they said, the fire department said that they had a warming fire in the evening and had thought that they had fully extinguished it on a wooden deck in a metal barrel.
Grandma was playing with her flamethrower.
By the way, Rivera says that when they first purchased the home, they were renovating and they discovered a baby rabbit underneath it. Aww. And that rabbit would eventually become the family pet, Coco, who is now their little guardian angel. So
saved their lives.
Pretty cool.
We had our family cat save our lives one time.
Yeah.
This is the first Hubert years ago who noticed that the pilot light was reacting to the gas building up in the house.
Wow.
And clawed at my parents' door, woke them up, and we got out.
That's awesome. Yes, that's right. Steve, you wanted to share something
As
with
you
us.
know, Preston,
Yes.
throughout the past couple months, I've been purchasing things that appear very crappy on the TikTok shop or Instagram.
Yeah.
And this one caught my eye a number of times, and I say that because that's pun intended. I don't know if you've seen, maybe you guys, Casey, you're on a little bit more, the blink while you talk eyeglasses.
No.
What?
I've not seen that. Case, have you seen these?
No.
I'm dying to. So these are, they look like toy glasses, but they actually have bulging eyeballs that come out of them. What is supposed to happen?
Here, I'm going to show you.
Okay, so Steve has put these on. Oh, my God. There's a strap that goes around your chin that triggers the eyelids to close anytime you open your mouth. So now just talk normally. No, without.
Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, and oddly enough, this is the most successful purchase.
I think so. Yeah.
Did we all get one? Yes.
Yay!
Oh, man.
The fart cup
Here's
was
yours. You should all put them on.
Yep, definitely.
Marissa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. The fart cup from a couple years ago, that was pretty
And
good.
Ryan?
What was the fart cup?
It was like a travel mug, but it had a thing at the bottom where you could twist it and it made fart noises.
And then you also had the whistle cup.
Or maybe it was a whistle cup.
That's what it was.
That was it.
Yeah, it was. I remember that one. Yeah, you would blow into it and it would go.
I just assume everything Steve gives us is farting.
Well, this was not. We did get the pooter, the one that apparently this is not that good.
All right.
This is but the glasses I think are pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh.
You got to just make sure it's strung through every part of that thing. It's a little pain in the ass to get it out.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time unraveling this.
I know. Well, it's packed to perfection in that wherever it is in.
There we go.
All right, see if you can hook them up, and then open up the glasses and make sure the string is strung through each of the slots in the. Sorry, see, you see how the string is there, and then you tighten it under your chin.
Case.
Well, I don't know. I can't see out of my right eye. There it is. That's a little bit better. I think I got to tighten this up a little bit more.
All right, I didn't put mine on.
Yeah, it's supposed to fit snugly under your chin, I would assume, so that it's triggered at any point. Okay. Mine, are these open? No,
Yeah.
they weren't open.
Oh, were mine open? There we go.
Mine were
Let me open
closed.
mine up a little bit.
If you tighten it too much, then they stay closed.
Yeah, just put it on the.
Hang on. There's a little balancing.
It's so goddamn dumb.
So, you have to definitely speak at volume. If you want it to open and close. So I do like these. Mine. I would have to see. I'd need a video of myself while I'm doing this to see if it's successful.
How do mine
works or
look?
not. Looks like you got crazy eyes, Steve. Now, if you do like a Jim Carrey type of movement with your chin, then you're going to get blinking eyes.
Yeah.
That's for our YouTube audience this morning, by the way. A little visual love. Steve, I love that. That's great.
Enjoy, guys.
That'll be, I'll wear that Christmas morning.
Why not?
Opening up my gift. So, any idea how much of these cost, if you don't mind me asking, each?
$3.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Nice, cheap throwaway. Even if it wasn't any good, it'd be like, whatever, man. I like that. That's fun. So we're going to go to the ass now.
Yes, you have to.
Yes.
Opposite side.
We go top to bottom.
Yeah.
So you never know what scientists are going to find when they start looking for things. For example, research now
Don't go
suggests
looking around down there.
that hydrogen sulfide, the gas found in flatulence, may help protect the brain from Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
In simpler language, smelling farts might help protect your brain.
That's complimentary.
A 2021 study from Johns Hopkins Medicine found that in mice, the gas helped prevent the buildup of tangled proteins that block communication between brain cells and cause them to die.
So one is not suggesting that you should surround yourself with gaseous people who fart on you all the time. If you could extract this gas, could you by inhaling it periodically slow an Alzheimer's scenario?
It's early in the research, but they're looking at that very thing.
But at least eat more beans.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask this question to the room, although I know Marissa probably doesn't want to answer this. But if you are alone in bed and you fart under the covers,
Ryan, we got to bring you in on this because Marissa probably won't be in on it.
you give yourself a Dutch oven if you know it's a pungent one.
Like a good one?
A good one?
Listen, and I saw this on a greeting card one time, and I wholeheartedly agree. Happiness is the smell of your own farts.
Yeah.
So, yes, Casey, I would.
That was so poetic.
Thank you. It's not mine. I read it.
No, that was Lord Byron.
Ryan, would you do it?
Probably,
And let's be honest here, yeah.
Nonchalantly, you'd be curious.
Yeah.
All right. You have your pilot's license. Would you ever do it in a cockpit?
Oh, there's no getting around it. In those small single engine air, it's like flying a VW Bug.
Yeah.
There's no choice.
Yeah. I don't say that I will Dutch oven myself.
Yeah.
There's.
Well, you waft.
We've been talking recently about you get the gassiness, the buildup in your body, and it's almost like tapping off that potential agita. You know, when you get gassy inside, when you are able to expel it, it's like
Yeah, but you're wafting it, Preston. You're like,
there's a little bit of oregano,
especially when there's a little sting to it. You're like, ooh, that was a good one.
That's like the police.
Yeah.
Because I did have a follow-up to that question, and you guys don't know the answer to this, but like, do you think that, we do that because there's something in us that we are unaware of that thinks that there is a medicinal aspect to it?
I don't think that. I think that subconsciously we might be checking our health to some extent.
I think so. That's why I taste my own poop periodically.
Wow.
There's something wrong here.
No, I honestly think that smelling that gives you a peek into whether or not you're doing okay.
I would bet you that, and Dr. Mike could certainly dissect this, but I think there are a trained nose could discern something that might suggest a medical condition through a fart.
Right.
I don't know any doctor that actively wants to do that. But the same way, like I think of in the way that they have the kitty litter boxes now that can immediately take a urine sample from a cat.
Right.
And or the toilets that you were talking about that will take a picture of fecal matter and assess what's going on.
Okay, here's...
All right.
I don't know why I've never thought about this. This is disgusting.
All right.
But it has to do with smelling farts. I don't think ever in my life I've ever smelled another human being's gas and gone, ooh.
No.
That's a good one.
No.
I can,
but for your
I
own,
can absolutely say,
right?
I have never liked the smell. Never.
Yeah. But your own?
Oh my God! I've never disliked my. The worse, the
I've never
better.
thought about that.
Yeah.
No. The worse, the better.
So, if you're shaking your head as you're listening to this, and the truth of the matter is, think about it. Have you ever disliked the smell of your own gas?
Yeah, like I can't even be with myself.
No, I'm sorry. I always love it.
I'm disgusting.
And I always wish I could turn it into a cologne.
Yeah. So the researchers gave the mice a compound that slowly released hydrogen sulfide, and the animals showed a 50% improvement in memory and
Dude, are you farting your brains out?
and motor function.
The hell did they give us?
Scientists say the findings open doors for new treatments, but
mouse farts have to be adorable.
The research has only been done in animals so far. For now, the idea that smelling farts could ward off dementia is more of a quirky takeaway than proven medical advice, but the jury's still out. But listen, they'll research it. All right, so there's a murder trial happening. It's a big one, and normally I don't put these big high-profile murder cases in the bizarre file, but
you're the one that committed the murder.
Well, it's a trial of this guy named Brian Walsh. It's out of Boston. Yeah. It's drawing national attention. His wife, Anna, vanished nearly 3 years ago. Prosecutors accused him of killing her on New Year's Day 2023, dismembering her body, discarding her remains in dumpsters across the region, including one near his mother's home. Investigators never...
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
So the Michigan State Police are searching for a suspect who they say stole a costume 6-foot taxidermied bear off the front porch of a Southwest Michigan home. The bear was reported stolen on January 19th. Home security camera footage captured a suspect wearing black clothing and glasses, swiping the bear off the front porch.
It just sucks.
Of the Lakeshore Drive home. The black bear was adorned with a necklace, a ring, a fake sheriff's badge, and a holster with a toy gun in it.
Sounds adorable.
Anyone with information on the theft is asked to call the local police department. A cleaner quit her job after a client scattered 100 tiny rubber ducks around their home to test whether they were doing a thorough job or not.
Come on.
26-year-old Devin Whiteman arrived for her Monday morning shift to find a jar and a rude note instructing her to retrieve all the hidden ducks and place them back in the container. The home's owner was not home when she arrived, and Whiteman called the task demeaning and described it as a depressing gamification of her work.
P.S. I also left an upper decker.
She managed to find 66 of them before having to leave for other jobs.
How demeaning.
But decided to end the contract that same day.
I didn't think this was demeaning, but when I was a lifeguard years ago, our manager would do something similar because you would have to clean the bathrooms at the end of the night, and he would kind of plant things in the bathroom and then go back and check
to see if it was there.
Yeah.
But this seems really, just you can see if someone's being thorough and then call them on it.
Her post about the experience went viral, gaining 3.8 million views, and she said, you should be able to talk to your cleaner.
Yeah.
Trust that they know their profession or leave a list of priorities instead of 100 ducks.
I had trouble finding them all, so I burned down some of the walls.
Italian premier Giorgia Meloni visited a southern town in Sicily on Wednesday that's been left teetering on the edge of a cliff.
It's a wild picture I saw. Right
After
there.
Days of heavy rains from a cyclone triggered a huge landslide that brought down properties and forced the evacuation of over 1,500 people. The landslide in Nishimi spanned about 2.5 miles. Images showed cars and structures that had fallen about 20 yards off the newly formed cliff, while many of the homes remained perched perilously on the cliff edge.
I mean, it's scary as hell.
Yeah, the civil protection crews have created a 150-meter wide no-go zone in the town. The entire hill is collapsing, a spokesperson said. They said, to be honest, there are houses located on the edge of the landslide that obviously can no longer be inhabited, so we need to work with the mayor to find a permanent relocation for these families.
You know, they named the new town Otisburg.
Oh, my God. Nice. Nishimi was built on a hill on layers of sand and clay that become particularly permeable in heavy rains and have shifted before, most recently in a major 1997 landslide that forced the evacuation of 400 people. New Jersey State Wrestling Champion Anthony Knox Jr. and his father were handed their punishments after the two had headed into the stands at a district tournament as a brawl broke out last year. He and his dad were apparently initially charged with simple assault for purposely, knowingly causing bodily injury after the incident at Collingswood High School back in February of last year, but they reached a pre-bargain deal, receiving lesser punishments. Knox Jr., who won 4 New Jersey state titles, followed his father into the stands to confront fans that they claim were heckling the school's wrestlers before the melee that left a minor injured, and the heckling claims have been disputed by witnesses.
We better go beat him up.
That's Chuck D'Amico's high school, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Knox Jr. had his charges reduced to disorderly conduct and was given 1 year of probation. The charges will be dismissed if he fulfills his requirements of the probation, and he would face the full charges if he did not. Herman also showed some leniency. The judge, Herman, showed leniency to Knox Sr. as the former MMA fighter faced up to 1 year in prison and a $2,000 fine. He is charged. His charges were reduced to just disorderly conduct and disturbing the peace. He was accused of stomping and kicking a spectator at the tournament. Knox Jr. was accused of repeatedly striking a minor in the face and head, resulting in pain and bruising of the temple area. A Pennsylvania woman is accused of plotting to kill her husband and firing 2 gunshots at him following a domestic argument. Police say Heather Crawford of Martinsburg was arrested Monday after her husband reported that she had fired at him behind their home near the garage. And according to the affidavit, Crawford tried to lure him into the garage to ambush him.
Come on in here.
Firing once through the garage door as he fled and again as he ran toward the house. And one of the bullets struck his jacket zipper.
Wow.
But did not injure him. So it's like,
yeah.
Man.
Could you stand still?
Crawford told police that he was evil and had to die. She was denied bail.
I have a good reason. He's evil and he has to die.
All right, and then one final story. If you're into nature, we've got a beer for you. This might be about as natural as it gets. Oregon's Breakside Brewery has partnered with Columbia Sportswear to create Nature Calls. It's a beer that enhances the brewing process with the addition of 100% genuine bear poop.
Wow, man, that sounds good.
So they're taking that back home to Oregon.
I got money coming out my ass.
The droppings are imported from Montana.
Back home to Oregon.
And then infused into water from the Bull Run River.
Beer's for bear poop.
The light lager has notes of honey and huckleberry.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit better than dingleberry. Yeah. But you can get Nature Calls.
Dude, I thought the monkey stuff was too much. Yeah. Bear poop?
From Oregon's Breakside Brewery, by the way.
Back home to Oregon.
And there you go. That's what I have in the bizarre file for you this morning. All right, we'll come back in a second, and we're going to see who's been listening. We will have our lesson question. We'll get some trash stories from Steve, and I'll share some music news with you as well. We'll be right back. In the days after her disappearance, prosecutors say Walsh repeatedly misled police as searches stretched out from the couple's neighborhood to Washington, D.C., where she worked. Now, on November 18th this year, just before the jury selection began, he pleaded guilty to 2 charges, which were misleading police and improperly removing or concealing a body. He still faces first-degree murder charges. Sentencing on the lesser charges will come later. The reason I bring this up is I wanted to read to you guys some of the internet searches that they found on his computer.
I love these. They're always so damning.
Oh, my God. So according to the officer, these were some of the posts, and there's a lot. Okay,
yeah,
so here we go.
Them.
It started at 4:52 a.m. on January 1st, on New Year's Day, which is when she went missing. Best ways to dispose of a body, and then it was how long before a body starts to smell. Another one was 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really need to. Next was how long for someone to be missing to inheritance, how long for someone to be missing to be dead, how long does DNA last? And he's redirected to a website titled, Is It Possible to Clean DNA off of a Knife? Can identification be made on a partial human remain? How to dispose of a cell phone? How to dispose of a computer? Am I the user of my wife's? I am the user of my wife's credit card. She is missing. Can I still use the card?
Jesus.
My wife is missing. What should I do? Your spouse is missing and you want a divorce. Ways to dispose of body parts after a murder. And then 6 ways to dispose of a body. Murder.
Oh, my God.
Cleaning up a dead body. How to clean blood from a wood floor. Can I use bleach to clean my wood floors from blood stains? What does bleach do to dead bodies? Want to get away with murder? Use special detergent. Is it better to throw away crime scene clothes or to wash them? How do you use hydrogen peroxide on blood stains? How to clean blood stains with hydrogen peroxide. Should I use hydrogen peroxide on blood stains in concrete? Can the FBI tell when you've accessed your phone? Does the dishwasher clean blood?
Stop it.
Is it possible that a knife which has blood on it remains contaminated with HIV after it has been washed with hot water and dish soap? How to remove a SIM card from an iPhone. How to remove a hard drive from an Apple laptop. TJ Maxx near me.
I mean.
How long do stores keep security footage? How to saw a body. How to dismember a body. Hacksaw, the best tool for dismembering a body. Details of dismemberment discussed in murder trial. Can you be charged murder without a body? Commit murder conviction without a body. No corpse, no problem. Dude, I've got 2 more pages of this.
Was there anything in that was damning?
This goes on and on and on.
Yeah, my name's Bill Smith, and I live at this, and I killed my
I want
wife.
to commit a murder.
Yeah.
And also, what's happening with the Franklin Mills Mall?
It's crazy. It is absolutely insane. It goes on and on.
Apparently, he's unaware or had been unaware of the Google search history, figuring prominently into convictions these days.
Well, yeah.
That's the most insane amount of searches. To his benefit, or to his credit, he's doing his research.
I love these surveys because some of them are... The reason we invented this segment is because I kept getting these stupid surveys. It just didn't make any sense. So here we go.
All right, stupid
YouGov surveyed 8,124 U.S. adults and asked, what's your favorite pasta? And not pasta dish, pasta style. I mean, so, the actual shape of the pasta. Marissa's shaking her shoulders. She's all excited.
And we're going to leave you as the finale.
Okay.
May I start?
Sure.
Angel hair pasta.
Okay, you like the really thin
Yeah.
stuff. All right, what about you, Casey?
Ginachetti.
Ginachetti. Gnocchi.
Gnocchis.
I think I like linguine is probably my favorite. A little bit, and by the way, Ben is applauding me out in the green room right now. He's a guest we're going to have in here in a little bit. He likes linguine. I think I like linguine. It's a little slightly thicker than spaghetti. Although, I know it's a kid's order, but damn it, spaghetti just makes me feel good.
Spaghetti's the best. You know what I love? Since rigatoni is most often used in I have a pesto chicken.
Yeah. Oh, pesto, sure, yeah.
So that would be neck and neck with my angel hair pasta.
All right, we haven't checked in with Ryan Shuttleworth yet, so let's find out what he thinks. Favorite pasta?
Cavatappi pasta, so like the corkscrew.
Okay,
Yeah.
And you know what is interesting about pasta shapes is that they are specifically for certain sauces because something like that will hold like a bolognese. It will hold the little pieces of meat in the spirals and stuff like that. And same with some ones that maybe like rigatoni that have... the slots that go down the side of them. All right, Marissa.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite?
I mean, oh my God, I could talk about this for hours. It's fusilli, but there is a specific fusilli that is more of a corkscrew fusilli.
Yeah.
And it's really, really tight. And it's like the yummiest. Like if I walk by it at the supermarket, I just have to buy it. And there's one brand who actually makes spaghetti length of the corkscrew fusilli.
Stop it, really?
And it is my all-time favorite.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Marissa, I know
never seen
exactly
that.
what you're talking about. There's one of my favorite dishes of all time. It was what they call tricolor fusilli.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a place called Bocce in New York would make it, and it was one of my favorite Italian restaurants to go to. It was delicious.
All right, so here are the results.
Let's hear.
Number one is spaghetti. 33% had voted for spaghetti as their favorite. Number two is penne. Penne's always a good go-to.
Bye-bye, penne.
Yeah. Well, bye-bye, penne. Number three is macaroni.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
It's a go-to.
And I guess you have to, I don't think about macaroni as pasta because I don't really think about macaroni in Italian cuisine. I think about it as an American,
I agree.
Cheese,
So
yeah.
maybe I don't know if this is an aberration what I'm doing, but I always when I have my angel hair pasta, it's kind of like a spaghetti. Like I'll have it as I'll have it with a meat sauce. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do
Or am I
whatever you
committing a
want.
crime?
No, you can do whatever you want. Number four is tortellini.
Yeah.
Little filled circles.
Yeah.
The cheese tortellini is kind of fun.
I made some on Sunday for dinner, and I got extra, so I think I'm making a different tortellini tonight.
You magnificent bastard.
Here's what I'm thinking about doing, though, Prespo, is I'm thinking about actually cutting the tortellinis up first, so that it's all broken up and the cheese can kind of break out, and then cooking that into a.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
Me too. I think that's kind of violating the whole idea behind tortellini.
But I'm just going to experiment. I'll let you know tomorrow morning.
Okay.
How that went.
Listen,
all right.
What do you want to do in your own home? You do.
You're with friends.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, and then number 5, Casey, is Genichetti.
All right.
Yeah, gnocchi.
Yeah, but there's only I can only eat gnocchi a certain way. I do not like it with a white sauce. It's got to be at least a red sauce or like a rosé vodka sauce.
So you did it for the gnocchi.
Yeah. You could take that gnocchi.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
No, man, I've had some gnocchis that have a white sauce. I had one time that had like a blue cheese flavor to it. It was really good.
Did you ever have
as long as that sauce was kind of white?
A yucky gnocchi?
a yucky gnocchi?
Do you like the ones that are like big and pillowy, or the ones that are a little more like firmer and potatoy?
Pillows.
Big pillows?
I think I like the firmer and potatoy ones.
Me too.
A little bit better.
Yeah, I feel like you can eat more of those.
The problem with pasta is that it's all wonderful, and the pasta with the real issue is you go in like, oh, this is going to be so good, and you have a couple of forkfuls.
Song from Nirvana, a little bit of pick me up for you with Breed on 93.3 WMMR. Everything that rocks, of course. It's 8 minutes after 10. Can you taste it? That's a wonderful flavor of No Sad Bro. And our Word of the Week prize is coming up in just a little bit. And another guest, as I said earlier, Todd MacCullough, former Philadelphia 76er, in town for a celebration of that 2001 team, conference champions. And they've got events going on, everything. We'll find out from him when Matt comes in here. Matt, of course, your house announcer for years and years and years with the Sixers, is going to bring Todd in here, and we'll chat as we are wrapping things up in a little while. But we have a little more business to take care of before the day and the week is over with. So lesson question time, and we got tickets to 3 Days Grace. They are playing Friday, February 27th at the Hard Rock Live at Edis Arena. Question I'll pose to you is this: what is a great romantic restaurant that also has the meats? 610-660-9333. It's about 8:30 this morning. What great romantic restaurant that also has the meats? Let's see if you know the answer to that. 610-660-9333.
The trash business is a gold mine.
93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
All right, Steve, what you got, man?
Well, Preston, Hillary Duff announcing that her Small Rooms, Big Nerves mini concert tour will expand to a larger world tour. Duff says she made the decision after realizing that she never gets tired of looking at empty seats. The trailer for the 8th and final season of the Star series Outlander has been released. Series star Sam Hugan promises a powerhouse ending to the 7 years you haven't been watching.
Hey!
And finally, Olympic track star Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested for excessive speeding on a Florida highway. Richardson was cited for going 50 miles an hour over the speed limit without the use of a car. And that's your Hollywood Trash.
All right, thank you, Steve. So somebody, I'll bet, knows the answer to this question, and it is, what is a great romantic restaurant that also has the meats? 610-660-9333. And we got Elliot that we're going to talk to. Elliot, good morning.
Hey, good morning, it.
Good morning to see you, Elliot. All right, name it, the restaurant that also has the meats.
It's Arby's.
Of course. Hang on, Elliot. We're going to set you up with some tickets to see 3 Days Grace, Friday, February 27th. Hard Rock Live at Edis Arena at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Atlantic City. Tickets are on sale now at hardrockac.com.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
For video only, this is for Elliot.
Elliot,
I actually have
I will be right here.
I have a boxing E.T. doll.
I'm gonna beat the piss out of you, you little prick.
And I never have a reason to take out, but when we had a guy named Elliot call in and win,
it's awesome.
It gives me a reason.
I would love to see that's like Meatballs 2 case.
Yes.
Yeah, with the alien
Meathead.
boxing. Yeah.
His name was Meathead?
The alien. Well, he was there was another guy whose name was Ted, and he said, "Me, Ted," and then Meathead goes, "Meathead," and so they thought his name was Meathead.
That was the first Aaron Sorkin script.
Yeah, it was. A lot of people don't realize that.
Meatballs too.
All right. Okay, so music news brought to you by Temple Basketball. It's a whiteout at the Leah Core Center this Saturday as Owls host South Florida in a nationally televised primetime matchup featuring two teams. I'll put this on.
AT is signing while Preston talks.
Two teams near the top of the American Conference standings, and wear white. Be loud. Let's go Owls. I am going to start with the results of the WMMAMMYS, our first ever award show with the Preston or with WMMR, and with the Grammys are on Sunday. We decided it would be a good idea to find out what you think in the world of rock deserved recognition over the past year. So we created this award, and we created the categories and the nominees, and we now have our actual winners, which you announced earlier this morning. So
this is the award show of the people.
That's right, the Whammies. We have the Breakout Rock Artist of the Year. It goes to Youngblood.
Whammy.
So Youngblood gets a whammy. Rock Song of the Year was Even If It Kills Me from Papa Roach.
Whammy.
And the Rock Tour of the Year was for Metallica, the M72 World Tour.
Whammy.
And our Rock Artist of the Year, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. Whammy.
Yeah, so I think that's deserving. So I want to thank everybody who participated in the WMMAMMYS, or maybe we'll change the name to the Whammies if we do it next year or not. And it only took a little moment of time for you to do it. But what I want to do is not all of these categories are in the Grammys, but I want to compare what they come up with to what we have.
Yeah,
had.
please.
Yeah.
And so we'll be able to do that on Monday.
Yeah.
And we'll find out, the difference between the two. All right, on to other music news. Dave Matthews Band announced Take Me Back Live from the Gorge, a live album capturing the band's August 30th, 2025 performance when they played their classic album Before These Crowded Streets. They played the whole thing in its entirety. The digital version will be available on February 6th and a physical release on May 22nd via ATO Records.
Did we do Dave Matthews Dating Now?
No.
Kong.
That's perfect, actually. The announcement comes alongside the band's 2026 summer tour, which will mark their 50th headlining performance at Saratoga Performing Arts Center when they play July 17th through the 18th. Now, right before that, they're going to be playing in Camden. And they'll be there on the 10th and 11th of July.
Yeah. Dave Matthews comes on Fridays and Saturdays to Philly, and Fish comes on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we need to do something about that.
There needs to be something done.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I mean, either.
Yeah.
I'll just complain about it on the radio. How about that?
About the fact that Fish is on a weeknight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like early weeknights. They're not even giving us a Thursday night.
DMB has sold over 24 million tickets since its inception and remains one of the biggest touring acts worldwide.
Hey, because you played Bill Weston, today's his birthday.
No way.
Yeah.
That's why I did that.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. We had a few appearances from him. We had the Annabelle clip played earlier this morning, too.
Right? Yep.
All right.
I
So
need you to stop talking and listen to me.
Beck has surprise released Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime, an 8-song Valentine's Day mini album gathering rarities, deep cut soundtrack favorites, and cover versions. The collection includes his take on the Corgi's title track, which was featured in the film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Ah, I love that movie.
The release also features covers of Elvis Presley's Can't Help Falling in Love, the Flamingos' I Only Have Eyes for You, and tributes to John Lennon and Caetano Veloso. The two never-before-released recordings are Hank Williams' Your Cheatin' Heart and Daniel Johnston's True Love Will Find You in the End. The collection will get a physical release
Go ahead.
on opaque red vinyl February 13th, just in time for Valentine's Day.
What was that title again?
It is True Love Will Find You in the End.
I was thinking of a different song.
From Daniel Johnston. All right, and let's see, two more things. The first marketing for the Beatles 4-film cinematic event has debuted, revealing postcards of the band members distributed at the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, which just so happens to be co-founded by Paul McCartney. The images show Harrison Dickinson as John, Paul Mescal as McCartney, Joseph Quinn as George Harrison, and Barry Keegan as Ringo. The project consists of 4 separate films, each told from a different Beatles perspective and all directed by Sam Mendes. And they are set for a simultaneous release on April 7th, but not till 2028. A little ways to go.
Still very interested to see how this is.
How
what
it's
this
received.
is going to be like.
Yeah.
And if you're trotting over the same territory, it almost becomes like a huge Liverpudlian version of Rashomon. You know, the same story told from different vantage points.
So I want to ask you guys this question concerning biopics and having actors portray, people like, so for instance, the dude from The Bear playing Bruce Springsteen. There was a little bit of like, people didn't see it. They're like, I don't see the, and then the guy who played Freddie Mercury, he did a really, really great job. When it comes to people playing artists that are already deceased, like I'm almost talking myself into being okay with AI renderings of, if you're going to make a biopic, I'm almost talking myself into something like that.
I don't like that.
No.
I think what you can do is capture, like, Rami Malek looked enough like him.
He did pretty good. Yeah.
I think
Jeremy Allen White, not as much.
Not as much. And I think that's a little bit of the disconnect. I think Timothée Chalamet had a Dylan-esque quality.
Yeah.
Arguably much better looking.
Val Kilmer was amazing.
Yeah.
As, for the Doors. Jim Morrison.
And Ray.
Jamie
Val
Foxx.
Kilmer as Ray?
Val Kilmer
was great, man.
Was amazing as Ray
You thought
Charles.
he was black.
If you do like AI renderings, then it's kind of like, is everybody else AI rendering, like all the real people? Or are they
You do it
actors?
like Roger Rabbit. I think there is some
some animated.
Yeah, and some live action.
We'll wait and see. That comes out in 2028. And then finally, we had mentioned this announcement earlier this week, but the Black Crowes are going to be performing at Freedom Works Pavilion on Friday, June 12th. And tickets go on sale next Friday. It is the Southern Hospitality Tour, and it's the Black Crowes and Whiskey Myers co-headlining this tour. Like I said, tickets Friday, February 6th, 10 a.m. If you go to WMMR.com, you can sign up for the artist pre-sale, and there's another chance to win tickets while you are there as well. And that's our last item in music news. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we wrap up our show officially, giving away our Word of the Week prize and one more guest, Todd MacCullough, in our studio. So stay with us.
Done.
Yeah.
Because it just boom.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve, one time, and I was in my young 20s, I went to a all-you-can-eat crab thing, right? And it was like snow crab legs.
Right.
And what they did is they give you a side of pasta with it.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of eating that pasta.
Yep.
They do that so you don't eat as many crabs.
Exactly. But Steve, the great thing about, though, is filling as it is, and when you go to a restaurant, pasta is one of the best leftover foods you can have.
Yep.
And you and I
Pasta
agree.
dishes
It can
usually
be
have.
cold. It can be reheated.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
My most craved, every once in a while, I just want like a pizza shop ravioli. Just in like that red sauce in a little tin container with the plastic top.
Yeah. Ravioli rocks.
So this fusilli I was talking about, the spaghetti, it's called Anna brand. It's under the Cento brand, which is like the yellow and blue and red logo. And it's made in West Deptford.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's like Cento Boulevard. I don't
tasted
know.
a little West Deptford.
Now, is it Cento or Cento? How's that pronounced?
Probably the way you said it.
I wasn't sure. I've called it Cento
Is
just
it
because.
sunt or no?
Or never mind. I won't say that. Chunt.
Yeah.
We've invented a new word.
For people to mispronounce at the Italian restaurant. How's your chunt? we should come up with an Italian restaurant with the most diabolically named.
I mean, because if it's pronounced that way, you can spell it. You can CUNT if you want. What are you? It's chunt.
It's chunt.
Is that a red sauce?
Wow. To the store, and we have an entire section that's dedicated to computers and software and all of that stuff.
Yeah, there's a big tech section in the general store.
So while we're in this store, I'm going to tell you about the a hacking group called Scattered Lapsus Hunters. That's their name, and that includes members of a gang known as the Shiny Hunters, and they are attempting to extort Pornhub speaking of dog fart, Pornhub after claiming to have stolen personal information belonging to the website's premium members. And on Friday, Pornhub confirmed it. It was among several companies affected by an earlier breach at the widely used web and mobile analytics provider, Mixpanel. MaxiPanel.
It would have actually been perfect.
Which exposed unspecified analytics events of some Pornhub premium users. And on Monday, Bleeping Computer, a site, reported seeing a sample of the stolen Pornhub data, which included personal information associated with Pornhub premium members, including the registered email addresses and location, activity type, such as which videos and channels they watched, including the video name and web address, keywords associated with video, and the date and time that the event was recorded.
So, Preston, I'm unfamiliar with Pornhub. What?
So it's a website, Steve.
Hang on, I'm taking notes here.
If you could give me some information.
But honestly, why is anybody a premium member? Like, I don't.
It's all free.
It's all like
a friend told me.
Yeah. Your friend told you, and then you told me.
And then I told my friend to call you.
Yeah.
Because I felt I was worried you might
like,
know.
what does a premium membership actually
What do you
get
get?
you? Like, I don't get it. Why even pay money?
Marissa, do you mind looking up what do premium members of Pornhub get?
Well, first they get that gift bag from the Golden Globes.
Okay.
And then they get a jerkmate.
I've heard of jerkmates.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo, ever heard of jerkmate?
Yeah, a spokesperson for Shiny Hunters, the actual gang,
Shiny Happy Hunter,
that said that the hackers have sent an extortion email only to Pornhub so far and declined to say how many other companies were a part of the Mixpanel incident. Right before Thanksgiving, Mixpanel revealed a breach that it discovered on November 8th, which affected its corporate customers without saying which ones nor how they were affected.
So in this case, I think Casey raised a terrific question. Why would anyone actively, especially knowing that these sites are often getting hit for credit card numbers getting stolen and fraud and all of that stuff, why would you actively become a member when a friend tells me so much is already free on the site?
All right, here we go. What do I get? What extra content do I get? It says with Pornhub Premium, you get access to 300,000 plus premium videos. So premium videos, there's some videos you can't access unless you have the premium membership.
Oh my God, what am I going to do?
With more being added to the video library every day. This is all full length and high quality. The top shelf stuff comes from content partners like Brazzers, Mofos, Digital Playground, Jay's POV, Reality Kings, Bratty Sis, and lots more. There's no dog fart mentioned in this.
So,
Steve.
Preston, I know that if I'm watching a video or my friend is watching a video and the video isn't color corrected properly, I just get absolutely horrified at it.
And listen, if the audio doesn't match up,
oh my God,
come on, man.
The Dolby Atmos wasn't working on that squirter video.
So
I like this. It just says Pornhub Premium is like the Pornhub you know, just way better.
Just way better. Okay. So
listen, I love that Pornhub provides data. They have such a wide. Marissa, how many people do they estimate? How many people are currently members of Pornhub?
Hang on.
What is there that?
Marissa's serving to the website, and I can see the monitor that she's on, and there's just a big oral scene just popped up on my screen. And listen, I'm desensitized to that stuff,
Yes.
but when I know Marissa is controlling it.
Oh, sorry, Marissa.
By the way, round of applause for Marissa for taking a bullet for us on the research
This is
computer.
only the third porn interaction Preston and I have shared in a week. So by now we should be fine,
We're just
right?
getting warmed up.
Yeah,
I'm just getting warmed up. That's all we're doing right
Preston's
about
your
now.
jerk bait.
So- yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't you know?
I'm just getting warmed up.
In Tennessee, a former Shelby County deputy has been decertified for having oral sex in a courtroom while he was on duty.
How do you pull it off in a courtroom?
A committee of the Tennessee Peace Officers Standards and Training Commission voted Thursday to decertify former Lewis Hamlet.
I object.
Wait till you hear the defense, though. So the Hamlet admitted to taking part in consensual sexual activities in the courtroom with a female clerk on several occasions. During the hearing in Nashville, Hamlet said that he was in uniform, still working when it happened, but he was not the one who engaged in the sex act. Lewis Hamlet says, and I kid you not, he's going for this defense, I didn't engage in oral sex. She engaged in oral sex. I received. That's what the guy said.
This poor man.
He's a victim.
You better stop that in an hour.
The SCSO detective said that the courtroom was empty when Hamlet and the clerk engaged in sex, but Shelby County Courthouse was still open. Hamlet is no longer with the sheriff's office.
I'll be extra mad at you if you cut my testicles.
He said he had a civil case pending and asked for a delay in any actions being taken against him. The case was investigated criminally, but no charges were filed because the encounter was considered consensual.
You got to give him credit on the guts to try that.
It's a creative tactic. All right, here's another story. An automated weapons detection system sent a Florida middle school into lockdown Tuesday after misidentifying a clarinet as a gun. Lawton Childs.
Hit the ground, she's got a clarinet.
Lawton Childs.
And I know how to play it.
Middle school in Oviedo had initiated a code on 93.3 WMMR, Dying to Love. We served that one up for you, my friend. It's 10:27, Friday morning. We are at the end of our work week. Hopefully, not too off for you as well. Not too far off, I should say, for you in a little while. But today has been a fun way to wrap up the week, and we're not done yet. We have another guest who's going to be in here in just a second, and we also have our Word of the Week prize that we're going to give away in mere moments. So I'll just take this moment to thank our guests on the program today. We had Andy Woodhull, who came in, and he's going to be at the Fiddler Club tonight. Tomorrow night's show is actually sold out, but if you want to go to the show tonight, you can get tickets at heliumcomedy.com. And if you've never been to the Fiddler Club, it's at 24 South 24th Street. And tickets are available, like I said. And thanks to Marissa for helping out with the WMMAMMYS.
Yeah.
We gave out the whammies earlier this morning, so that was nice, too. And you can follow along and check the information at PrestonandSteve.com. But we're not done yet. Man, we are so excited to welcome Matt Cord to our studio this
How you doing?
Hey. And,
Can I introduce him?
Yeah, man, please. I wish we had some reverb.
Yeah, I know.
Come over here.
Hey, you want to go over there? All right, hang on. We got to make this official and sound good. So feast your ears, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Mr. Matthew Frederick Cord. We're ready, Matt.
Please welcome a 7-foot center from Washington. He was number 11, then he changed to 50. I don't know why. Todd Big Mac MacCullough.
Well, that was quite the intro. I wish I had that every day.
Like everywhere you go?
Yeah, just have Matt just start the day. It was like, and now you're starting daddy. A 7-foot soft serve out of the University of Washington weighing too many pounds. He wanted to be an astronaut. I don't think he could do it. Let's give it up for Big Todd. Let's get ready for school, kids.
Soft serve. I like that as your new nickname.
Yeah, well, thanks.
That's very formidable.
Tasty.
Hey, that'll strike fear in the competition. Soft serve.
It's great to see you, man.
It's good to see you, too. Thanks for having me. You guys are awesome.
Of course. You remember the last time you were in town? How long ago that was?
That was like 2 years ago, spring break. So I can't believe how time is flying. I turned 50 on Tuesday, which doesn't even seem real. Like in my head, I'm 22. I don't know if this is how it is for you guys. I feel like in Monopoly, I just picked up a card. Go directly to 50. Do not pass gas. Do not collect your 30s or 40s. You're 50. I don't know. I didn't earn it. It just happened.
Well, here you are. You look good, though.
Well, thanks. I don't look as good as you guys. You guys are you're incredible.
We're timeless. We're like a fine work of art.
Yeah.
I've been thinking since the last time you came in here, because as soon as they announced the Happy Gilmore 2 movie, you talked about your pinball machine. You're like, if they do the movie and they have a red carpet, I want to get on there.
I wanted to. So far, I made a little video. And I sent it to someone who knew Sandler's sister, cousin who knew Sandler. And the word I got back is like, that's a badass game. I love it. So that's as far as we've gotten. So it's still on the table. It's in my game room. I would love for you guys to come play it. And if Sandler ever wants to play it, he has an open invitation. So it's a love letter to Sandler and his movies. And it's pinball for him. And it's great. It's got great quality. It's like, I don't know if can I say ASS?
Yeah.
Suck my white ass ball.
Some people have missed the flipper button when that call out comes. So
that is great. That's awesome.
The price is wrong.
You designed it?
I had some. I don't like to work that hard, as you know. So I had some. I had some ideas. I had some concepts, but I wanted him to do all the work, and he was okay with that. So I was a kind of a consultant on it, and so I had some input, and it turned out great. So I really hope you guys will take a road trip because I'd love to show the game to you.
What is the nature of your pinball collection presently?
The nature is I got a Jaws recently. I don't know if you guys like that movie, but the game is phenomenal.
Is it? Yeah.
Pulp Fiction came out a year or two ago, and it's like living the movie. There's just some great call-outs. It's amazing.
Did you get the Rush pinball machine? Have you played it?
Yes, I had the Rush machine, and I have to sometimes move things along to get the new ones.
Okay.
So a friend of mine loves Rush and can play their music. And so I moved that one along to him, kept it on the island. It's at my friend's house, and then I can get the latest one. So sometimes I have to par with them.
Right. So let me ask, do you almost like flip these things? You know, you buy them for a certain price and then sell them for a higher price?
I mean, I usually give my friends the friend discount. So I kind of like an easy say. I don't really like tire kickers. So I was like, if I want something, I'm like, just come and take it. So, I usually about the same thing that I paid for them.
Have you ever come across one of these that's just a really bad game?
I don't want to say that. Oh, okay. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Like pizza? There's no real.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Because I played one recently that I thought was terrible.
Okay, I might probably know the designer of it. So let's talk.
We'll talk offline.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm still Canadian. But yeah, there's some are better than others for sure. Okay. So let's talk off.
The House of Sand and Fog pinball is really bad.
Yeah. But how many machines do you have now?
I think I'm at about 80 or so.
Wow. So you need to, there's a show you need to get on called Collector's Corner, which I watch every Sunday.
Yeah.
With the Blair from Facts of Life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's the host, and they have had people with similar collections. I think you'd be, and you're much more charismatic than the usual dolt.
Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Than they have on the show. Yeah. No, that'd be great, man. Would you boast? What's the estimated value?
I don't know. I know I won $20 in the tournament last week, so so that pays for the mochas for the week. So that's good.
No, it's awesome. It's
are you ranked still?
I was ranked 48th in the world in 2009.
Wow, that's no small feat.
But now I'm maybe like 3,468. But I think there's like 130,000 people in the world ranking.
So it's been a little bit of a slip.
Yeah, a little bit of a slip. So I'm trying to get back at it. I'm still working on the skills.
Does number one to like the top 10 stay the same people usually?
Yeah, there's a new generation. I mean, the young people are taking over the neurons and the synapses and the quickness and just the flipper fingers and there's a lot of strategies in these modern games, and we just can't compete with the youngsters anymore.
Probably asked this before, but how do you feel about the video game versions of like I play one on PS5 that is in the ballpark, but it's clearly not the real deal.
I think it's great if you don't have room for the real deal, and so I think in one cabinet you can have hundreds of games and you can learn rules and things, but there's no real substitute for the real thing. And I think that's the appeal is the physicality of it.
And the artwork, the craftsmanship that goes into them.
That's the coolest thing is to. Some people are into the playing, some are into the competing, some are into the artwork, some are into the mechanics, some are into the fixing, and so there's people from all walks of life. And there's a friend of mine who used to have a place in New York. And he used to love that a lawyer would be next to a skater, who would be next to a punk rocker, and everyone would have this thing in common. So I do love the way it brings people together.
How's family life?
Family life's great. My wife Jana's here with me. She's listening. She said she loved your previous guest. Not necessarily more than me, but she wanted to show her appreciation. The kids are growing up. My daughter's senior in high school, 6'2.5", just finished her high school volleyball career. And we're waiting to hear from some colleges to see where she's going. My son is 15, 6'5", playing basketball. Had a game last night, so it's really fun to be in the stands and watch my daughter play volleyball and watch my son play basketball.
That's amazing. Your wife is tall, I assume, as well?
My wife, she's about 5'7" or so. So she's bringing down she's the shrimp in the family compared to.
Well, your DNA is obviously winning in that battle.
Yeah. So the kids are. They're very tall and they're great kids. And
will she play volleyball in college? And
I think maybe just for fun.
Okay.
So I think she's a good student and just looking forward to college life. So I think volleyball will be something that she can always do and just play for fun.
It's just volleyball over the last, I would say, decade has gotten so involved with these club teams, and I think it's definitely here in the Philadelphia area. So I'd imagine
it's the same too. And so I've loved the positivity of the game. I mean. I think she likes that she's like, all right, I'm on this side of the net, and you guys have to stay on that side. You can't come over here. You even stick your toe under there, and that is not allowed. And so I think I love the if you do something good, it's like, that was great. Do it again. If you make a mistake, it's like, that's okay. Get them next time. So it's like there's a positive spin on it, and I love the energy, and it just seems like there's so much positivity and athleticism, and it's been great.
Do they seek your insight and wisdom when it comes to sports, or Dad couldn't possibly know what he's talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about, but I did play volleyball for 5 or 6 years. Men's volleyball is pretty big in Canada, so instead of let's go throw the old baseball in, I was able to keep the ball in the air with my daughter, so we were able to we could practice.
Cool.
I could hit the ball around with her, and then my son and I can go out and shoot hoops in the driveway. So it's something I was able to do with them.
Cool.
What's it been like to see those 2001 76ers jerseys back on the court this year?
It's they look small. They look they would look really tight on me. No, it's been awesome. It's just a total throwback to see the court looking like that and those jerseys, and it was just such a fond time in my life that I remember so fondly, and I'm so pleased that I'm not the only one that remembers so fondly that time. And so much time has passed, but that was a really special team. And I ran into Kevin Ollie in the hotel lobby, and I got caught up with him, and it's just so nice to connect. I can't wait to see everybody. It was such a special team.
Are you really looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Just getting everybody back in the room, and there's just so much to get caught up on, and I think everyone's doing great.
Anybody from the group that you stay in touch with, or is it just too hard to do?
I stay in touch with Matt Cord.
And the group.
I had lunch with Aaron McKee a couple of years ago when I came in to see you guys, and then George Lynch was in Seattle doing some work, and so he and his wife came over to Bainbridge Island, and we just showed him around the island a little bit. So anytime, I wish there was a Sonics again, because I want to be closer to the NBA family and have people come through town, because I'm definitely less of a virtual person and more in person. So I love seeing people come to town, and the NBA people just haven't been coming to Seattle. But maybe that'll change. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And the island is beautiful. I mean, the area that you live in is gorgeous, and it's enough removed that you have that, but you're not in the middle of absolute nowhere.
Yeah, it's nice to know that Seattle is right there.
Yeah.
But it's also, we've got a couple of acres of pine trees, and I think it kind of took, some friends coming from out of town to make me sort of realize and not take for granted just the beauty of the nature and some of the trails and listening to the birds. And I think COVID had a lot to do with just the appreciation of where we lived and how beautiful it was and how quiet it is.
I found out a little while ago that your neighbors are, people like Ben Shepard from Soundgarden, the guy who invented the waterbed. And,
I was just telling you that story. I was having some coffee with some guys and some interesting people on Bainbridge Island, and I heard the inventor of the waterbed. And I go, that's Charlie, and he's sitting across the table. I'm like, Charlie, I did not know he invented the waterbed. And then next week I went to coffee. No one was there. I'm like, where are you guys? Oh, Charlie took us in his boat to Seattle for lunch. I'm like, how big is this boat? He goes, it's big enough to take us all in it. So there was some money in waterbeds, but just the nicest guy. And so you don't know who you're going to. I think the professor from Gilligan's Island lived there when he was alive.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of interesting people. So you never know who you run into.
And then the other thing is that pickleball was invented on his island.
Yeah. It was invented in 1965, and it's something that we're really proud of. People make the pilgrimage, and they come, and they call it Court 1. It's down on the south side of the island. I think they might be a little tired of people just showing up and taking pictures.
Already.
Yeah, I know the story. They just these kids went out and made the game up. And it was at that property,
It was at the property, and I think the kids were like, the parents were like, go outside, play a game. And they're like, what game? Make it up. We didn't make up a game. Can't make up a game. Yeah, I'll show you. So I took a ping pong paddle, took a wiffle ball, went on the badminton court, and told the kids how to play it. And the parents went to them like, kids, you're having too much fun. Get off the court. Parents are going to play. So they grabbed their drinks, kicked the kids off. They made some bigger paddles, and then it just, COVID just kind of had it take off.
Oddly enough, at that time, the kids were working on a design for a waterbed. So
I'm going to poke some holes in that story.
You're a good pickleball player.
I thought
He's
I was.
got that height advantage.
I thought I was. I grew up with a ping pong table.
Yeah.
What's the kitchen thing?
It's called the kitchen.
Yeah. Have you ever played pickleball?
No.
There's an area called the kitchen.
They don't want you to hit people in the face, right? So the nice thing about the game is it's social, and you can talk to people on both sides of the net. But if you don't want you to smash and hit it, so you have to stay 7 feet back from the net. And there's a line there, and that's it's in the kitchen. So if you're going to volley it without letting it bounce, you have to stay behind that line. But my arms are super long. I'm 7 feet tall. Yeah. My wingspan is about 7 feet. So I stand behind the line when people dink the shot, and most people have to let it bounce. I don't let it bounce because I smell like you can't. I'm like, I am behind the line. I am out of the kitchen. I'm allowed to do that. Right. This is within the rules. Yeah. And the serve has to be an underhanded one.
Okay.
I'm a little bit underhanded. And at 7 feet tall, it's a downward trajectory. So I'm legally hitting it underhanded, but it's a downward spike. So I try and spike. And they're like, that's not fair. I'm like, it's below the waist.
Yeah.
This is the rule.
Sorry, I'm 7 foot tall.
It's not my fault. It's not my problem.
You'd be able to put some English on it, too, at that height.
Yeah, I definitely put a little spin on there. There's a lot of ping pong that comes into it. If someone puts the spin on it, you want to counter it with the counter spin. And so I thought I was good. And my buddy Craig and I, we were winning in this league, and we thought we were the tops. And then we played TNT, Ted and Terry, and they beat us 15-2, and they were like a buzzsaw. And I'm like, okay, so we're not good. There's a different level.
Yeah.
And so they were 2-0ing everybody. So it's best of 5. And they're like, okay, this is what we do. We 2-0, and now we split you guys up, and we put one, and then we see who the ultimate loser is.
Yeah.
And so Craig won, and I lost. So I went 0-3 against TNT.
Wow.
So I guess I was the weak link.
Yeah.
I guess so.
But it's really fun.
That sounds like fun. Are you hanging out with Matt for a little while today?
Hanging out with Matt for a little bit.
He invited me to go play pinball. I'm like, Todd, I have a show to do.
I got this little thing called work.
He's going to go to Barcade and play pinball. He's got this app in his phone, Marissa, which shows all the different
pinball map. You just open it up, and it just shows you all the machines that are around you. And I just look for the biggest number. Like if this one has 46, you click on it, and it tells you all the games. And
wow.
What it is. So, like I was in England, and my buddy Craig said, hey, I went to this place called Chief Coffee. I'm like, I've been to he goes, how did you find Chief Coffee outside Atlanta? I'm like, I have the app too, buddy. You're not the only one with it.
What's the name of the app?
It's called Pinball Map.
Okay.
And it's got like this pink circle that looks like a pinball. And you just put it on your phone, and then it'll show you where you are and where the machines are around you. And then if you're going somewhere, you just type in that city, and then it'll just show you all the games. So I think it's the best app in the world.
What's the longest you've gone without playing pinball?
45 minutes or so. It's been, I'll figure it out. I'm going to go play right after this, my buddy.
Yeah, you have to go to the Fanatic. You're on with Sean Brace and John.
Oh, I got a little bit of work to do, so I have work to do. So pinball's got to.
Well, let's take care of business here, and then we'll say goodbye to Todd. But first, we need to do the letter of the day. Here we
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter. All right, the Preston and Steve Show is brought to you today by the letter
O, as in orange.
All right, and that means we got a word. We'll take call number 5-610-660-9333. If you know that word, then the prize we have for you is spectacular, and I will tell you about that in just a moment. But first, we'll find out from Matt what he's got going on the program today.
Well, we have a block of Soul Asylum, we have a block of Poison, and Phil Collins' birthday. We'll do a Phil Collins Genesis block.
All right.
Yeah, and then lame ass trivia, more tickets for the MMRBQ.
And Soul Asylum.
I know, Soul Asylum.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about vinyl cut, a Pinball Wizard? You got that on vinyl?
Oh, I don't have that on vinyl. I'm sure maybe we do. But vinyl cut today is Meat Puppets.
Oh,
wow.
Backwater.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's say if somebody knows what our word of the week is, and we are going to go to, they just put Pat on hold. So let me go to Pat. Hi, Pat. Good morning.
Hey, Preston, how you doing?
Wonderful, sir. Do you know what the word of the week is?
Yes, I do. I was in your studio when Bert was in there doing shots with your intern.
When Todd was doing shots with our intern?
Bert Kreischer.
Oh, Bert. I'm like,
big difference.
Todd doesn't drink. All right, maybe you do. I don't know.
I'm going to drink on spring break.
There you go.
I'm just taking some time off, but I'll be back. Nobody likes a quitter.
So I know what you mean by Bert because it's part of the prize, but Pat, what is the word?
BTOYO.
Yeah, BTO yo.
Yo. BTO yo. All right, Pat, that's right. And we are going to give you tickets to see Bert Kreischer, along with an overnight stay and $200 food and beverage credit for the show, which is going to be April 4th at Ovation Hall at Ocean Casino and Resort in Atlantic City. So congratulations to you, bud.
It was supposed to be butts, and I gave the wrong letter out on Tuesday. And Ryan's like,
do you not know how
realize
butts work?
He's like, what are you spelling with BT? I'm like, oh man.
So what does BTYO mean?
Like, I don't know,
bring your own?
No, like I'm going to BTO, yo. Bachman Turner Overdrive, Canadian band.
I went to school with Turner's kids. We played King of the Hill, big pound. Yeah, big strong kids.
Yeah. BTO,
yo.
Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow?
That's what all the kids say.
Yo.
I thought it was some
right
cool new thing that I was just not aware of.
Like FOMO.
So. Totally. Yeah.
I'm not capping.
What?
Not Captain.
No cap.
BTO,
No cap.
yo.
We'll make BTO yo happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, real quick, I'm going to thank our sponsors. Preston and Steve Show is brought to you today by Acme Markets. And Acme Markets, of course, fresh foods, local flavors. Also by Duncan. The Preston and Steve Show runs on Duncan. And ADA of Greater Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Auto Show. January 31st, February 8th. So starting tomorrow. More than cars, it's an experience. You can unlock your reason. Next week on the program, very good chance we'll have Bert Kreischer in our studio. We'll see how that plays out. Andrew Hero is an Olympic speed skater. We're getting ready for the Olympics, so we're going to start talking to those athletes. Craig Ferguson will be joining us, comedian Gabby Bryan. The one-man band, Nicholas DeSanto, will be in our studio, and comedian Ariel Elias will be in studio too. So that and more. Todd MacCullough, it's wonderful to see you.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you guys. Keep up the good work. You guys are crushing it.
Oh, thank you.
And have fun with the team and everything.
I can't wait to see everybody. It's going to be a very special weekend. I'll never forget it.
That is it. We are done. Rage on and have a great day in the morning, and we'll see you next week, gang. Bye-bye.